Oh yeah. And we're live. So I'm going live with my camera is not hooked up, my mic is not hooked up, running from one project to the other. But we're there. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Heavy equipment operators, barbers in the barber shops and beauty salons, the beauticians, the nail techs. Shout out to the whatever it is you do, shout out to you. Extra special big up shout out though to the people who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. Can't say enough about that if that is who you are. Here we are on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Today is the 27th of August 2025, and we're happy to be here for sure. Feeling good and have a lot to be thankful for. We arrived a little bit late, but we're here. So what did I go on was for my dancehall fanatics, which I'm not going to do any dancehall thing on this morning live right here. I'm just telling you that I was doing a preparation and I ended up doing an extended version, which is over an hour long. I believe it's like an hour and 5 minutes long of all three songs that are combined in the Malidon versus Chronicle saga that's going on, right? Pen and paper, complete pen and paper review, breakdown of lyrics, all these other things. Wagwan, yassa, wagwan, that's a double murder over yassa, somebody did this, that's a, all the accusations and everything. It took a while. And then I had to process that video out to save it before I could go live. So I was timing it this morning and I was like, if I start processing it out now, I was stuck in a rock between a rock and a hard place. I had to process it. I couldn't go back because I can't like put it to the side and do the live, else I would lose it and I would have to start over again. And an hour-long project, I'm not starting over again because it took me all morning to do it. So that's what got me here this late this morning. I'm there timing it and I'm like, it's after 9. I'm going to go live at 9. But we're here. We're here. Afternoon, SouFLo, and everyone on the platform all the way from England. Big up yourself. Man, I seen the UK every time Notting Hill Carnival comes around, I miss that opportunity that I had. I went to Notting Hill Carnival twice, and it don't seem like it's very different from what it was when I was there. Yeah. Now, one quick story, personal story. I was in a barbershop in Wandsworth. I was in a barbershop in Wandsworth, and this little Trini Indian thing came into the barbershop. Remember, I know this is long time ago. This little Trini Indian thing came into the barbershop, and she come in there to get her eyebrows done. So, barber do them thing that to eyebrow designing a hair, all kind of something like that. But I wasn't the barber who was doing it. I was the little new youth. I was 18 years old, fresh, and being an apprentice to the guy who owns the shop, which is Albie. So Albie's unisex barbershop and beauty salon in Wandsworth, and him take me on them wings, and I teach me how to do the barbering thing and these things. So anyway, me there me a chill and thing and little Indian thing coming. She's Trinidadian, but this is in the UK, melting pot of as well in Southwest London there, and she was like, I don't know how them conversation get to a talk of no man can do this and no man can make me do that and no a bedroom bully business she talking. So there I was. There I was, and the only thing I heard in my ears was challenge. So because she did a feature the kid really hard, So boom bang. Another thing about the UK is they're super frivolous, when it comes to them body and dash out. If a woman wanted, she just well, that's how it was for me. I don't know, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but if a woman did want it, she just walk up and tell us that she want it. So that's how that was. She was like, So I did have my liquor place, right? I don't know if I told y'all my liquor place was a one room inside of a house where I used to put coins in the machine that run the electricity to keep me. I don't know if them still do that over there. And my room, my little room, if I stretch my hands this way and this way, that was my room size. But in that little, this was my first time being away from home. And my run I got all the way to England. In that little time I was there, my little room became my haven because as little as that room was, it had a, as little as that room was, it had a big old window. And when I open the window swing double way so. So I open the window, big French door type, but it's windows, but they're as big as doors. So I open the window. I used to go sit on my windowsill, hang my feet out the window, and just stare out into the garden and look and see who lived next door. Me meet a next thing where didn't live next door. Oi mate type thing, you know, you will come over for tea, and that lead into our next thing, but we never reached that yet. But just there at the barber shop at chill and the little Indian thing was like, oh, you can't, no man can do this and no man can make me do that and no man can. So me I say, yeah, she a bedroom bully, but me I go show her something. So anyway, the energy was right. We jump on one of them red two double decker bus there and ended up at my little room. Man, we got anywhere now. Then we got anywhere once them like you. Because now that I look at it, you know, nothing was required. No fancy car, not even a bicycle. No nice place to live either. Just one room with one little single bed in it. That's all I had. And here goes the story now. Them time there, I picked up a habit. So I used to run a lot. And I used to have, remember, I'm 18, I'm a picnic. In my mind, I'm a picnic. I used to run a lot. And I used to eat once a day. I'm used to for the rest of the day. I used to eat raw cashew and ginseng. You know they had ginseng shots which are still around. So in a one average day, I would probably go about 5 ginseng shots and just one bag of raw cashew, one big bag about that big of raw cashew. So I just have bare raw cashew all day and ginseng shot or raw cashew ginseng shot. So, so anyway, we end up at my little place. And boy, I tell you, say, a piece of murderation put on, you see. A piece of murderation happened. And when I was done, I remember the little Trinity thing said, pretty little Indian thing, you know, she was like dark-skinned Indian. She was like, you won't ever get the chance to do me like that again. You ain't doing me like that again. So me I laugh and she a laugh, but you know, at them age that you feel like roughness was the thing, and if you beat it so till she can't walk properly, then you did your job. And I with all my intentions, I went in for murderation, and murderation was the result. So now that I'm talking about Notting Hill Carnival, as soon as she left me yard, she blocked me, apparently. Or I not even know if phone could have blocked you back then, but she wasn't answering any of my calls. I couldn't get in touch with her anymore. But them time that man wild like, you know, bush to grow a bush. Wild. So we never really had two a one girl thing. Plus we were in the UK where they used to like walk up to me and feel up me here and that's weird stuff that we weren't used to. We were out there young, experiencing the world. I hadn't seen her for months. And then easy, you know, computer card. Me say like the internet I tried to do something. I hadn't seen her for months. And then it led up to the Notting Hill Carnival. And then me and my Trinidadian them mad people were out at the Notting Hill Carnival. And you find your favorite truck and you jump back at the favorite truck and thing you enjoy yourself. And I see a girl winding up top. She wind up. So I look up and I was like, damn, girl, go on with herself. Till she whine and turn around and it was the same girl, the same Trini girl. So she jumped down off my truck, run down, she gave me one big old hug, and she act like I me did a avoid her. That was it. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's link up again. And she was like, all right then. Go about our business, never link up with the girl there again. But I saw the pictures and videos of Notting Hill Carnival, and it put me back in a place of good memories. I was able to experience Notting Hill Carnival in the UK twice, 2 years straight, and it was something out of this world. The only other carnival I've been to that could compare to that was New York. That Labor Day Parkway, Eastern Parkway, something there, and the build up to it. That's kind of like how it was then over there, so which I got a chance to live that for 7 years. So yeah, but boy, I miss the UK when I see stuff like that. It's just so nostalgic. I just thought I would share that with y'all this morning. You know, I don't know if man a fire like that again still, but as a life go. So life go. One time your clip fully loaded and you're fully active and you come in like a gorilla with it. And then the next time, you know, life slow you down and you ain't running as fast as you used to. You ain't moving. You're not doing nothing like you used to, but you're still trying to hang in there and take care of yourself. Speaking of which, taking care of yourself. Has anybody seen Lisa Hanna? Has anybody seen Lisa Hanna celebrating her 50th birthday? I've been meaning to say it. So you didn't hit the spot, SouFlo, says BM. Me don't know about hit spot, you know, because them time that we not try hit no spot. that times we not trying to hit no spot. We didn't know nothing about no hit no spot. We didn't know nothing about no take your time, and we didn't know nothing about it's supposed to feel good to her too as much as it feel good to you. We didn't know nothing about that. Remember, you know, me come up in a time where cock it up, jack it up, dig out the red. And them thing that we know. So I them thing that we did not go off and rub on the thing that on the body and ram it and jam it and rev out the whole. And that's all we didn't know. So we are trying to go off of what we've been taught. You know what I'm saying? And again, like Beanie Man used to sing, old dog like we have to have them in a twos and three. So we used to have them in a twos and three too, and them kind of something there. Yeah, but drink a tanda pum tree. Tell me say she can't. Yeah. Them kind of sitting there. So we grew up like that. We weren't sophisticated yet. So don't hold anything against us. We were young. We were super young. If you right now in your 40s look back on when you did 18 years old, you probably have a lot of laughing to do about some of the things that you did when you were them age there. And nobody use it and judge me neither, you know, because I never whore out myself neither. As much as me say we used to have them in a twos and three, it never necessarily means that we used to run through them or nothing like that. Right? So but we were living. We were living. I was out of here and out there experiencing the world. I was a saint, Audrey, me and you, and we taking that to the grave. BM says I didn't hit the spot. Audrey, bubble gala, bubble. Yeah, Lisa Hanna just celebrated her 50th birthday, and I see a brother say he would like to give her a long, hard conversation about, you know, politics in Jamaica and the economy. And, you know, he would like to force the issue for the conversation to see if she would have that conversation with him. Emphasis on a long, hard conversation about the economy. Yeah, Lisa Hanna is a perfect example of if you take care of yourself, you know, if you take care of yourself and it gets greater later. Those two things. One, if you take care of yourself. Two, it gets greater later. Three, I'm going to give you the sad news from now. Majority of you out there will not be looking like Lisa Hanna when you hit 50 years old. No, you're going to cuss me, but it's okay. But you're not. I'm your brother that tells you the truth all the time. I'm out here right now. I've been amongst you for 40 odd years of my life. So I know I want to turn out to look like when I reach 50. And majority of you don't look like that. And majority of you are not going to look like that, right? And someone who passed 50 already don't look like that. So I just saw the thing go. Take care of yourself is a thing where you have to stick to. You know, you have to stick to your health. I was actually watching where she said she started lifting weights. I think she said she was 18 when she started lifting weights or something like that. Somewhere in them ages. She started lifting weights real early. And she said she never stopped. And, you know, remember me did that telling about lifting weights and what it does for bone density and all these other type of things. Yeah. And plus, she's a person who cares about what she consumes and so on and so forth. So, in the morning, she probably not do no 3 egg and 2 sausage and, and 4 piece of hard-dough bread. And then something there in the morning, she's green juicing, probably 2 green apples with a lemon and a piece of ginger in it. And then in the afternoon, you know, it's choices you have to make in life. Them say, where you gonna look like in your 30s, it depends on what you did that do with yourself in your 20s. Where you gonna look like in your 40s, what you did that do with yourself in your 30s. You can't mash up yourself in your 30s and expect to look good in your 40s. Some people mash up from in them 20s and them not gonna look good again till them reach them 50s and 60s. It gets greater later, but it's gonna take work. You know what I mean? Give me 2 eggs with the bread. You know what killed me? Watch this. Hold on there. I wish I wish she would get involved. Dorothy T says, like involved in politics and the discussions and stuff that. Right now, Lisa look like she can't enter Miss Universe and win again. Let's ban TV. Why? Let's ban TV. I don't know. She put on a bathing suit and step out on the beach there, and I was like, first of all, I saw the video and I didn't know whose video it was. It just came down. You know when you scroll past. So I see it and I scroll so, and then for some reason I bring it back. So I ain't gonna lie, it was the powerful legs. So I brought it back and I was like, who is this? Because it looked like I said it looked like Lisa Hanna, but I don't think this is her. And so I bring it back, and I was like, oh shit, this is her. I saw Lisa Hanna look rascal. Boy, she'll take care of herself. You know, like, bro, she look like she can't enter and win again, like right now at 50 years old. And give the young girl them some run for our money, for them money, a competition. Yeah. Nisha said, give me the 2 eggs them with the bread. I like seeing people who remember me telling about this woman. What did I tell me about? Yes, SouFLo. The woman them don't want no man with belly and no flabby chest. The woman them want man with slim waist. She said slim waist and broad back. Slim waist and broad back and a chisel up belly. So make a look on the woman. Make a look on this woman profile. I'm a mischievous person sometimes. So I'm the kind of person, if you start cussing me, start digging on your business. So, or if you start giving me too much advice, me start digging on your business. Come on, see what you look like on a daily basis, what your husband look like, or your wife look like, or what your picnic them look like, or come here, I'm setting a base for an attack, right? So if you're gonna come at me, word of advice, just don't have nothing out there in the public space. So I went into her stuff and wow. No disrespect. I saw her and I thought to myself, you should just accept anybody you can get because it had gone that bad already. Like, just accept anybody you can get. That she have that kind of look there. You know what I said? Like, when you reach where anything will do, yeah, that. You're too picky. I tell me about small waist and broad back. So, nothing about her waist was small. Her back was super broad. She's like, the first person me here use that word here, so I can't use against me was a woman. Shakira, me here use it first. So she can't take the blame there. One day she said something about her brother, and there was a girl, and she said the girl was like a frog back. And me don't know, it made me laugh so hard. Now, I don't want anybody out there get super sensitive about your appearance. I'm honestly not the kind of person that judge people off of their appearance. God created all of us. No mistakes were made in God's divine creation. And everybody have somebody out there for them. I understand all that. In the midst of comedy, though, or in the midst of just being that family member, that brother, that cousin, me I gonna be him this morning. All right. So if you're super sensitive, exit stage left. All right. So the woman I tell me about after I take off my clothes, because I had a video on here where I said I'm gonna do a reveal, and then this reveal would hold me accountable. So like it start January, you know, New Year's resolution, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds by summer come. I'm gonna look, you know, I'm gonna be outside with no shirt on and them kind of thing there. So I said, January come, I'm gonna show me video, strip off my shirt and everything, turn around, 360. Everybody see where I work with. Some people are gonna say, Jesus Christ, SouFlo, you put on whole heap of weight, man. Lord God, you have titty. Lord, look on your belly. No man, you have to fix up yourself. I was willing to take all that. I put my video out, you know, got some criticisms and stuff. Got less criticism than I thought I was going to get. I think me did I look really, really bad when apparently others didn't think I was looking really bad, or them never want to hurt my feelings. And this is where she came in with her expertise that, you know, go to the gym and work hard, because women don't like man with belly and breasts and all them something there. We want man with slim waist and broad back. And so I started trailing her, and that's where I found her significant other, which looked like her husband, come and see wedding picture and everything like that. Look like her husband. Even he looked like them. Look like them belong together. Yeah, she looked like she should accept anybody that comes her way, and he looked like he's super lucky that he found anybody, kind of thing. If we're just to go off looks, and both out of shape, both just don't look. So what I try to say is this: you did there give advice. I love to see when people say, "Oh, I just like a fit." And you look at this person and you're like me always say, big woman. So, talk about how they want fit man. And me love just the six pack in the belly and the I may say something don't add up, because do you know how he has to eat to, well, not eat, because you might love that part there. Do you know what type of food he has to consume and drinks in order to, and the regiment he must put himself on in order to maintain that kind of physique the way you are so you are so intrigued by, and you just want it, because you know them look at them like they want to sap him up with you know, when you get porridge and you put bread in it and you use your bread and stuff up with porridge, or some me stay with my porridge anyway, or some crackers broke up in it, so she look like should I sap him up. Women do that all the time, but it be them women that's severely out of shape, and they look at the men that are look like them they're on steroids, or them in a magazine somewhere or something. I'm like, you don't fit in his life. You don't fit in his life. Whole a man will roly poly like you, or even if whole a kukum, you know, there are kukum man out there were like buduf buff woman, hold that, or something that's about them big strong man there. You know how much protein shake this man have to eat, the man have 1 dozen egg every day, and him don't want the yellow in the egg, just the white. And you are going to be, and I heard a big sister say this. She said, I'm not attracted to those kind of men because I love my food, and I've been with one before, and it was a nightmare because everything I wanted to eat, I couldn't eat. The people them did a beat her, because the people them I say, God sent him into your life to whip you into shape and make you get healthy. If you had followed his lead, if you had followed his lead, you wouldn't be like the way you are now. And she, you know, some people are use it against her, but she has said, nah, because I love my food. And every time I'm ready for eat sitting this money I talk about, it's not time to eat yet. We're intermittent fasting. Wake up in the morning, no breakfast, 1 cup of black coffee. And then that's supposed to run your energy until midday. And midday, him want to do a shake. What frig shake I gonna do for me at midday when me never have breakfast? You see how me big? She was like, the sex was good, but other than that, and watching him spend more time for himself than me, 8 o'clock come him gone to bed. She said she want to cuddle on the couch sometime and watch some of her favorite movies, open a bottle of wine. He's no alcohol for him because the consumption is too much sugar. Your body breaks down alcohol into sugar in your system, right? So I'm not even a sip a glass of wine with her. She was like, man, me no want this. Me no want this. She said it was the most horrible relationship she ever had. So when I hear women say that, I'll be like, oh, but this is what we want: small waist, broad back. Small waist, broad back. So me I say, how come your waist not small and your back broad? As a woman, how come your waist not small and your back broad? But you want a man with small waist and broad back. You know how hard he got to work to have that? You sure say that you want? Because you look like you like to eat, to me. You sure that you want? Because me like to eat too, you know. So the two of will probably be better off together. You have to go where you match there. You know what I mean? Him like rice and peas with him oxtail. Him like white rice with him curry goat. Hell, we can mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Him like the oxtail gravy pan the fried chicken. Him like, or some curry gravy in the fried chicken. Him like, them. So, this a man I gotta tell you, so you can't eat any of that. Rice, no rice for me. Too much carbs. I'm cutting back on carbs. Okay, babe, what do you want? Give me 2 leaf of lettuce, cut up a tomato on it for me, and half of a cucumber. Yeah, that upon the side. That are the vegetable part of the where you want for your main meal. He's like, no, that's it. That's my main meal. Now you start feel guilty because you there with your big basin. You know, it out a plate when you're in your house and nobody know there. You name out a basin. You carry the pot, go sit down in front of the TV. And now you have this man you have to eat out a saucer. Or you're eating too fast. You have to chew at least 60 times each mouthful to allow the food to process properly through your system, or else it's not going to break down properly and you're going to start to gain weight and your belly is going to. I know so you eat. Your name like how with the mango. You know, when the mango juice, I don't know, you lick it back up. Them so I saw you want to eat. You with the wrong person. You with the wrong person. Everything look good. Is now a good. That me I said. Not true? Stop so from my belly about Scan Robinson. Audrey, all of that physique and the body go lick up me with a bex. What if we stop do that, turn man? What if we stop do that? Stop judge me by body size, man. And something where we can control. You know, God has a sense of humor. It's not something we can control. It's that you're born with, that you get, that you have to go work with for the rest of your life. You understand? Them people out here, the mad scientists, them in the lab that try to make money off a human being that try to figure out how implant go and explant go and how you put this in it and it gets stiffer and it gets fatter and you do this and you take these pills and the pill them make your hood grow long but you lose your eyesight and your heart start beat so fast you catch heart attack and dead with a stiff hood. Like, stop it, man. Make we work with what God give it. Because I don't want dead with my hood turn up in front of me and then I can't do nothing with it. Because I was trying to impress somebody who big hood is fair thing. Just me go and wine, me look something. At least give me instructions then. Give me instructions then. Hold me and give me instructions. when the brother say, me love my fatty, pie the body, the part when him say, I mean just beat it up till it's sunny. All when the pum bigger than my body. that song they got me. Because imagine you swimming in that ocean there, fatty does have him like a mug. She a hold him by her waist. I saw me watch you to move. No, Roderick, so. All right, slow down. See, Roderick. Got fatty big hand them. All her hand them take up all of your waist from your underarm to your waist. So she clap on the two of them. You're not going nowhere. She said, I am instructing you as something like it, Roderick. We just beat it up till it's sunny. Kill out yourself. Why? When you're done, you have back pain for days. Back no good again. Yeah, hey, the man them can testify. Yeah, you put in a good work and you never have back pain before. You wake up in the morning, you question yourself, you know. And you know said that's where it came from. You didn't do anything else. Yeah, why my back feel so? And then your back feel like it crick. You ever get a neck crick? You can't turn all the way, so I say your back feel like it crick. So you're gonna need a 3 to 5 days reset before I was sugar want you again the next day, and you depend on a 3 to 5 day reset. Why me I tell you, life rough. Plus your teely little teely crick back. Master, they have all kind of reason for fling away. After that, she fed up on you. You better hope that she's your friend indeed. Because if that she come for, that only gonna last so long, you know. All that only gonna last so long. Remember the woman that called in here and she said, SouFlo, I don't give a damn how long me and him there. From that stop work, me gone. I said you would throw away a 10, 15, 20-year relationship because she said yes. And I'm being honest, straight up. So someone who wicked narrated. Don't come for me, SouFlo, but as a woman, I find this convo so crude. This is for, as my man would say, rumbar man. Lulu Ridges said, then we're a rumbar man to them, man. We can be some of everything in a Lulu. We can be rumbar man for an hour, and then we are intellectual for another hour, sophisticated, and then we can be all of the above, right? Our SouFlo get that name there from. Wait there. I'll catch panic attack. I can't angle it right, good and proper. I shall move you. So I'm gonna show you. None of that. Good man said, don't think I can read your mind. So you did you talk about I'm not hitting the spot. Show me where the spot there. Show me how to reach it. Me no know. You know, every it's not a one size fits all thing. And what we used to do with Kamisha, you know, like them something there. Like me can't touch you in the same way. Everybody have them own rhythm and them own style and them own things what them like and them own of list of dislikes and these kind of things. So teach me, show me what to do. I tell women all the time, say what you want. Just say what you want. Say it. If you say it and you teach and then you not do it, then you have a next problem. But you can't tell the man about he's not hitting the spot. Someone no wicked and go telling a girlfriend, girl, 10 years now me there with him, I'll know. I think about one time, yeah, the big about one time. When we did first meet him, yeah, about one, maybe 2 times. And your girlfriend I said, what? Must I lie? 10 years? I know. Not even. No, sir. Me that dash him a long time. She said, that me a plan for do right now. And that me a plan for do right now. Dorothy said, we don't want no teeny. Talk to God. Talk to God. God is the architect. Talk to God about that. We don't have nothing to do with that. We don't have to be prim and proper all the time, says Audrey. Wait there. You want the blueprint to show you exactly what to do and what to go. Yeah, make it easier. Then you are satisfied and him feel like him can buff up him chest, can accomplish something. Nobody go around there back and man go talk to other people about him or him can't do this and him can't do that. Guide him, teach him, show him which part you're sitting there. Because someone will have it hide way up in there, so someone will have it round, so someone will have it up there, so someone in the back of your ears. So we don't know which part it there. And sometimes on the day I try everything and nothing now work. I still left feeling like he did nothing. Can I notice that some men never reach the spot? Why? You know why me know, sir? Wickedness go on. Because I didn't have nothing to do with size either. And I was this much years old when I found this out. Because Mr. Woman jump ship. Go on the other side. No tealing no did it. And say our spot reach. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Oh, answer phone. Oh, good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning. So you tell me answer phone when we can't hear you. Morning, how you doing?
You can't hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, you did it on speaker.
Talk to
just come in on the live. How are you talk about? The man in the small?
No, sir. Well, I'm talking about teaching us what you want to be done. I want back of something.
Okay. About
Nothing in particular.
pertaining to sex?
Yeah, but nothing in particular. Just along the lines of fat woman will
Okay,
like
all
man
right,
will healthy and these kind of things. Yeah.
All right, SouFlo. I'm 61 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Donna Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Right. SouFlo.
Yes, ma'am.
You see a lot of men, them dick can be small, and yet you still enjoy sex. You have technique. All right, men know. You see the so put up your pom finger, make love of them see. Show them. You put it up in that scene or grab it up on so close. Leave me alone. So close.
Yeah.
Need have one man one time.
Mm-hmm.
You see the finger? You see when he put in that finger and work the pum. Me not have to do what no dick. You have technique in the finger.
And you're just good with the finger.
Oh God Almighty, what's on your screen? You're not here.
You see what I said though? You know what me just said?
Men have to learn how to use the pum finger.
You know what me just said before me answer the phone? I said, I was this much years old when me realized, I like them I tell both sides because me see woman switch side and gone with woman there, no tealing no over there. And them no talk about how them bust off and bust off. So I have to do with something else.
So, me say if a man know how to work in finger in that vagina, you scream like a pig. Have a nice day, SouFlo.
I learned. All right, mom. Have a nice day. I thank you. Bye.
Okay.
I gotta try something. I gotta exercise my finger them throughout this session. I gotta try something. Oi, some of them can't be taught, says Karen. Karen says some of them can't be taught. Where's the Karen? Someone with duds. Now I learn. Head hard like old coconut. Some of them can't be taught. The lady said, put up your pom finger. Me don't know say sitting names upon we. So all I man them we learned something new this morning. So we have pom finger. I had no idea. Rotted. She's 61, so she must know. Me not reach nowhere near this yet. Rotted. Some of them can't be taught. I saw it going on. But like I said, me don't feel like say, hold on. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. What go on?
Me good. Me I get ready to clock in to work, so me not stay long. Me not care what nobody say. Size matter. If you have a little belly button, you're not gonna find no spot nowhere. The one them with the curve, them are the one we find the spot the quickest.
The one with the curve.
The one them with the curve.
Oh.
The long fat cucumber with the curve. May I go back in the chat and I go back to work.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah, later.
When you hear them talk about long fat cucumber with curve, and you know, say you know no long fat cucumber with curve, it kind of hurt your feelings. But I guess we're even because just like when I talk about the frog back woman and nothing no frog, nothing no small about our waist. So I guess we're even. Every man in our comment section, I look for these sitting. Oh, you're not long with curve. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good enough, brother. I want
to this man.
Mr. Miller, do I Gerald? I don't know.
Hey, we have pum finger in the
I find out just now.
Hey, when she said put up your pum finger, you know some little freaky man do them put up them finger like me and put them tongue through it. Make her on the walk floor, not do them
we put up my finger like labor rights.
Because I've seen some freaks will set them finger like D and push them.
I'll put on their tongue in that.
Yeah, so when she said put a pum pum finger, I don't know the one that the pum pum finger. I said, I only whoop flow never put up nothing.
But we learned something new today. Gerald, then I which finger, I will pum pum finger, brother.
We don't know,
you don't know?
Because I mean, you have some girls. Sometimes you wear tight, you have to use the little finger of the finger. Sometimes some women they use the index finger.
But God tell Lisa, you small like a little mosquito window. Start out at the kid with my little finger. Boots like a coming out your raw. Yo, the one says start out at the kid with my little finger. So which finger, pum pum finger now? No one, no.
And then you have some women where you can use more than one finger too.
Yeah.
But I like them woman.
You don't like them one there?
No.
You don't want them where you can use 5 fingers?
No, they want to work. I thought, even if you're afraid. You know, when we were much younger, a big woman went give me some. And we did attack him very freely. So we hug up her whole life like kind of wine. So as a little boy, I don't want to drop out there. So we just roll on mother and just wine.
Yeah, this is where you live. You're not go too far out. Yo, boy.
But Flo, you know, sometimes you're not in the room.
Wow.
Alright, you know, sometimes when you talk about women topic, you see life start drop and the woman that gets at the feelings and then you drop her, 1,000 to 700. I notice sometimes when you start talk about the shrimp, I feel that sometimes some of your viewers them are tripped, Every time you start talk about small cocky, me feel life drop,
Well,
I don't know if maybe I have some Chinese people who watch your channel. So
hear what I say. Me not pay attention to the views them when they are the show, Me do what me like, and then people who like when me like gravitate towards it. Sometimes me look up and I see thousands of people in there. And I say blood fire. Last time I look on the screen, I did like 200 or something. Sometimes I look up and I see the views drop from 1,100 and gone down to 400 and I say, okay, I guess them never like for me that chat about, but me not pay them no man. Cause eventually they will still come watch the same way. Them just feel uncomfortable in the moment.
Well, you can't be too condescending. I mean, whenever you're finishing this topic, give some positive notation to the person who carry a small machine,
Yeah, so we have to cater to the insecurities of some.
Because about it, I love that me and woman talk, I'm sorry for some man that really have some small stuff, because
why?
You bruise them ego bad,
But the woman are wicked doing another room, because when you work with something, she can still look for you and tell us, say, work with nothing and it will hurt your feelings just the same, Yeah, because no matter how your thing proper, for a woman look on you and tell us, say, no proper, or she even give one of them that you're the smallest I ever had, or may have bigger at the time.
Then when you to flow, you take out revenge and anger. You ram, you know, it's 100 stab. You put that and 700 stab. Then you do
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 100 stab, 100 joke, 1,000 stab. Visiting gallery, funny nigga. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't make sure I live bed put them broke down.
Yeah, broke down everything in our room.
So she go always remember that.
Yeah, go on.
If you can send her up a KPH for the day, send her up to hospital.
Watch out. I return her to feelings, brother. So then we did that, take you all of your best work. I see them now. She think about, oh, my nails need filling. They're overgrown. They don't look right. The Q-tips are chip off. She start to count too much time, ceiling fan a spin. Or you got no feedback in the day and try to kill out yourself. Eh?
Either your edge or on the corner, rubber board or pussy peg or something. When you done, she have to have pepper and the
technique. What you say? Technique.
Boy, even if you have to split stuff here or something to split stuff earth, but you have to leave an impact.
Yeah, yeah. You know, saying it take long neither, you know, 60 seconds. A long time that, you know.
60 seconds to what, though?
60 seconds is a long time, bro. It's a long time. To get the job done. 60 seconds is a long time to get the job done. Long time that. 120 seconds, a 2 minute that. You talk about 120 stab if you just non-stop. Whole heap of time, a whole heap of stab that, and 2 minutes.
So you make shit work.
Me no business about that.
You want bus pipe up in and make sure wet up and flood out the place.
Yeah, I want to thump it up violently for 2 minutes straight. And count in your head to one of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That if you do that for 2 minutes straight, you're good.
But what about why woman now say?
Where your business go share for?
No man, then she go.
No, you just say you have to left an impact, you know. And your impact that you left, you can deal with it different for the next day. But your impact has to be made first. So she remember say you're capable. You can't go there lovey-dovey all the time.
All right.
You see it?
To the lady.
Me not say give her 2 minutes every time, you know. Me just said there has to be a time where, like what you talk about, like today's impact day. You're gonna make sure remember something, right? So yeah, you go on point 2 corner mattress and you plant foot firm and you it's gonna be 2 minutes, but the 2 minutes are gonna feel like forever.
Well, I wanna let the ladies know that don't give up on your man sometimes, because you have sometimes too excited and anxiety. They will bust off within a minute.
And then pop
but
off
if you
early.
just give them 5 minutes to gather themselves, they'll run a marathon maybe after the next hour.
No, Jerome, that's one time people are younger. Nobody will do that. No, give them no false hope. Don't do that. That is when people was younger.
What do you mean by false hope, Flo?
No, brother. If you're over 40 at the moment, you are not a fast recoverer. No. If you did train your body properly, you probably can do rounds after rounds in the same one round. But so you can go for 20, 30, and that it done. Tomorrow again. Or you're gonna need hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, sometimes 24 hours before you can come back again. But that's sitting there about give him 5 minutes. Not again. That is a lie.
I can't believe there's a person that done work in this medical field. It's actually breaking the confidence that they can go long after a certain age.
No, because I'm dealing with physiology. Another main physiology. And unless the man they boost up on something, naturally, when you reach certain age, your recovery time, another main physiology tell you that, brother. Naturally, when you reach certain age, that's why man came over and dead because the blue pill busting heart, and if they are trying to impress Dorothy and kill himself. No, as you reach certain age group, your recovery time gets less and less and less. You see when you like the story when I opened with this morning, boom flick, you're 18, bam, and go again, 19, 20, 21, them age there. And round 2 and blam blam. 15 minutes later, let's go again. Let's do it. Yeah. I don't want to. It's hurting and that can know when you're in a neurotic 40s, brother. Unless you are tech sitting. Anatomy and physiology, though their own science longer than the whole of it there says. Go read a book and see. Your recovery time take longer. Some people recovery time take all 24 hours, 48 hours for some man before him can do that again.
I want to beat the odds, but I'm not reading no book. And every time book is true.
Well, I can give you techniques that you can use that will help you to like not pop off early and to whole erection and to be able to go for more than 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You know, that way I can get a decent 15, 20 minutes and them kind of something. There. After the time of that, I look for 15, 20 minutes. You know, nothing more than that, especially if you have a life I live. Pitney and raise bills for pay, or you have to go work a morning, somebody will work on some kind of project sitting. We don't have the whole night to go at this again. But
I have learned something. Something when I keep to myself. But I'm gonna ask you. One time I feel like dangerous, you know, pain in my gum, toothache. And take whole heap of time because I feel that they weren't strong enough.
Whole heap of time.
Yeah, when I say whole heap, it's like I think it's a Tylenol 200. And I take 4, you know, to make like 1,000 milligrams. And it still never works. I'm taking extra, you know, more. Like maybe I'm totally like 1,400 milligrams. I made the mash works and I could never come.
For Tylenol?
Yeah, I feel that them do it because that means the best part of sex is when you ejaculate.
Right.
When you reach maximum woman, you know, timer.
Yeah.
But we never reach. Never.
It just never happen. It stop that. It block it.
So I'm wondering what you think happened.
That's interesting. Off of Tylenol. Now you're gonna have the whole like Tylenol sell out at store.
No, for real slow, and I want because that's what you're having sex to reach there, and I didn't reach. And the more me try, me just couldn't bust off.
So me don't know, but it might be something similar to all right. So one time I did have a toothache myself, and then went to the dentist, and it was bad. I got it pulled, but then give me. Then do one like semi-operation, and then give me what them pill they call what everybody did get addicted to, Oxy.
Okay.
But I didn't know the effects of Oxy like that yet. So me take one and me did a drink a Heineken. So when me take the as prescribed, me did drink like me reach like half of a Heineken. And then me just start feel like me had a buzz, like I'm not here, I'm here, but I'm not here. So I put on the Heineken and I said, blood fire, I'm going to combine the Heineken with the Oxy. And I feel, well, anyway, we went on to do some things and we did get the same reaction there. But I knew what it was. It was the Oxy mixed with the alcohol and we just couldn't reach this one. But it wasn't enjoyable either. It wasn't something where we encourage people to do either. Because it's like me did that, but me never did it kind of thing.
Yeah, it's so, not like them.
Was that the kind of feeling you got? Like you were there, but you wasn't there?
Yeah, because after a long time, I'm reach when I want to reach.
But you're not feeling that.
You have to be qualified. You turn and you can't reach it.
But me never feel nothing neither, bro. Yeah, me never feel nothing neither, so it never feel good. I mean, can't say, oh, it was good.
When me buy Jamaican condom, when you long love, we have one little chemical in it like condom. The first time I ever used it, the work come like a slavery and then put it on the farm.
Long love. Remember that condom, I never use them, but remember it.
But when we finished, we couldn't rise again.
Right.
And that man I used to rise all the time. So
no more. Because the chemical were in there, numb you out, not true?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like the time one time, we say, girl, come over, man, I'm going to put on the same thing there. And I tell you, say, God, no, me not lie. We did have one pin where they use for roll like dough when they have bake. And I kitchen me there with my wood on the counter. I roll it with the pin. When they use for roll the dough, I roll my wood because I beat this up. And I say, oh shit, because I can't feel it. It's not there. Me I look at it sitting on me, I say, and it now go nowhere. That's a blood fire. So me I end up a hospital. Now, me catch a hard on enough, but me couldn't get rid of it neither. Oh, at the Bob one day. It wasn't that. It was Bob one day. I want my training brethren from New York. Sean, you ain't never tried Bob one day, boy. That thing serious, boy. That thing that don't. And the man tell me, said, do not take more than the corkscrew cover amount of it. And I say, yeah. set up that time. Them, I think them soak it in a rum, and him gifted me a bottle of rum with these wood chips in it. It's up to this day. I've met people on SouFLoTV who said, SouFlo, I got it. I'm Trinidadian. I would just bring back some from Trinidad. Tell me your mailing address so I could send some for you. And then they disappear upon me, and them not send me nothing. So I don't know if them are lie. But ask Vernon. Vernon is here. Him still there. The union between Bedford and Franklin Ave in New York. Yo, and them give me the bob one day, and they'll tell you about this thing. Trinidadians know about it. I don't know which other Caribbean island know about this. But brother, me take more than the amount. And me sitting just stand up, so I say, Ross, come in already. And me not think about sex. So why it does pitch up like this? My girl, let's say, call, she delayed. It's gonna be a while before she get there. Me look on sitting in now, go down, me a bend it this away, yeah. Me put in my belt and tie up. Me I go kind of sitting with the now, go down. Me I be in a kitchen on the counter, they roll it with the pin. With the rolling pin where them use roll door. Everything me I do to it, not going nowhere. Start remember, hear the man voice I say, do not take more than the recommended amount, else you're gonna end up in the hospital. And they're gonna have to cut your main vein. That's how he explained it to me. So me start hear this in my head now, me start panic. Me I put ice on it, me sit down in a cold water. Everything she couldn't go nowhere.
But eventually went down. Tight up though, because I tell someone, I recently tell someone, and then tell me that they're not doing it. When like you and it's sometime when the time cold, it's like all the blood we rush to beers and your thing we up, and I wanted to go in the gas station to go get something, and it couldn't cool down. So now I put in my weight, they hold it up.
Yeah, you put in your weight and tie up your belt. Yeah. Yeah, so you're not embarrassed. We are doing that from school. They say I lie, you tell. Yeah, man, a regular thing. You put in your belt and tie up. It happens when you're out in a public and you catch one where sometimes you know how man body operates. Sometimes it's not that you're thinking of anything. It's just, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is everybody came here from sex. Yet people are so hung up about talking about anything sexual, even if you're going to make fun of it, but you can teach and learn at the same time, them still get offended by it. Listen, a real thing, sometimes your body don't respond like your body do it do by itself, and you just catch one out there road, and then I like say you did they are lost off and nobody or nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe subconsciously you did that thing something, but you have to go tuck it somewhere in order to continue. You're there at the grocery store or you're there wherever. So yeah, you hold the corner, you put in your belt, bro.
I'm on the phone sometimes talking. You have certain woman here talk to on the phone, and right away the machine up, standing up bigger time just because the person voice.
Just because I voice?
Yeah.
Ross.
But as we said, we're here from and as man we like, vagina. And I bring it from me that was mine, going back.
That would be a way to go, wouldn't it?
But so, from the liquor, a little boy that go to school, you have words like toe and them 3-letter words that we couldn't spell, but we couldn't spell P-U-S-S-Y.
Yo, well, I know. One time I said, I bring me come here and I wouldn't mind if I saw me go out and all that. Say, one woman write me one long piece of email and send it to SouFLoTV@gmail.com. When we open the email and I start reading, I thought what you said was very inconsiderate and to some degree disgusting. I said, when me say something, keep on and read this up now. She said, did you ever think about the trauma that the woman would be left with if you suddenly died on top of her while you were pleasuring yourself and this was your last? I said, Jesus Christ, then somebody sit down and really hear we have the conversation here and take it to that level of seriousness that you feel the need to write me one whole 2-paragraph letter.
A long epistle.
A long epistle. That's the easy yourself one. Go road.
So you think that some people just never say have phone to comment and make no.
Yes, stay off social media. Sometimes I need to take a break and stay off social media. Me not take nothing past social media serious. I laugh in the moment. When I see funny in the moment. That now affect my life outside of social media. So I always tell people, real life happens outside of social media. Don't make what you see and hear panic dictate how you feel for the day, how you think about your life, how you think about yourself, all that other stuff. But unfortunately, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Then too seriously, man.
Over how you would like to leave the herd.
Yeah.
You shouldn't ask her how she would like to leave.
Yeah.
Some of them love to tell you something, you know, with everyone around me and God is shining down and all.
The honest one then we say, yeah, skin up on a big fat hood. In the middle of catching my oh God. and then that just carry me home so. The last one that we tell you about, yes, I want to lay there and, you know, the heavens open up and
and down and all them. When we're still in reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't dare that say so that say what you live by, you shall die by.
Yeah. True.
So what if we go and through then we tell the criminal and the gunman them say, yeah man, that you live by, you have to die by. So if we live all our years living with us all this life set. Why would we decide that we want to die by what we live by? It's a problem.
That would be the way to go, bro. That would be the ideal way to go.
Put my next when the bus off 5 times.
Yeah, you're at the door, you're exiting.
You clear everything in I gun before you go, not true?
Yeah. Yeah. Empty the clip. I'm going. You just see a skin so in a swine just stuck on your face. So. Yeah, imagine they open your casket and so you're not still.
Ever. So, at the day of your funeral, you still a smile. Everybody say you can go off good. Because you know, Jamaicans, you know, they go off funeral there and tell us why and we're upset, you know. Well, this is one that so happy, you know. You can see them go if God home happy.
Yes. I can see it on him face, you know. I saw we Caribbean people go to funeral, go look on dead people and talk about them. Lord, me know him look miserable. I hear somebody say, yeah, because I never know good somebody. I hell him gone, you know, you can see torment on him face. Or somebody will say, yes, he was a good person, him died in peace. You can see it. You know, see him look like he was smiling.
Yeah, man, we did your last day above earth. And they still attack you.
Still attack you.
I when they're going at the grave.
Still attack you.
They still attack you. Well, you can see them fixed, you know. You know, see how they must struggle with the casket. A man put on a piece of weight for the 6 months here, you know.
And the sin. And the soul heap of sin make him so heavy.
Yeah. And you know, say Dan never know say dirty man when I be but you say when I be sitting Dan I could know there.
Yo.
Alright, we got back tonight.
Alright, brother, manners. Yo. Hold on there. I was missing the comment section. Hold on. The holier than thou Christian Andre. You know how them stay, Andre. Holier than thou art. Right? And then them might keep up the most things behind the scene, you know. Denise Park says 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. No, sir. My husband's at 39 Friday I come. Then 15, 20 minutes in a long time. A whole heap of time that. Who want to go beyond that? Listen, I got things to do. I got children to raise, bills that run have to pay. We have to think about what comes next. 15, 20 minutes in a whole, that should be enough. That's a whole heap of time. You know what I mean? Karen noticed what happened to me when I was younger. My man passed out after and bruises up his face. On you or after, like him walk away. Him no one going to sounds the casket with heavy all of us. All of a sudden. Yeah, man, a good way that figure, man. Imagine you go with a big old smile on your face. God loves you. God loves you. To let you go out like that. Yeah. No, me not talk about if you go kill yourself like that because you taking these things that they have out here and you see them on the late night commercial. Yeah. I'm not talking about those. And you gonna kill yourself with some of them there and stop your own heart. I'm talking about if you're up in an age, God bless you with a full life, and then it's time to go, and you have, you know, your good woman there with you, and who else you would have want there with you? Yeah, and you and her loving and thing, and then you know you just after that take my Lord. That's a way to go. Nothing wrong with that. What's up with Audrey? You're good. Claudette Sterling says. Claudette Sterling, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Denise Sparks, young husband. All right. Here one. There's a story right here I wanted to talk about this morning. If you see my icon is more on a political thing, but I'm not going to get into it yet. But the icon of this video is super important this morning. And I put that icon up by itself because there's an important conversation that will be wrapped around the icon of the video this morning. All right. But since we're on this topic or this line of conversation, then what we are talking about, there's a story out of Jamaica which I've been meaning to cover. Jacket drama turns faithful. I mean, not faithful, but a jacket drama turns fatal because somebody was unfaithful. Long story short, a brother got to do DNA, found out that his children wasn't his, and his baby mother stab him up and kill him. Did y'all hear that story? The woman stab up the man and kill the man because the man find out said the picnic the man of him. Now, normally we would hear another twist of this story where it would be the man being so angry that the kids are not his and he's been supporting them for years, so him would harm the woman. In this case, it's kind of different. Y'all heard it? Yeah. So, all right, this is, me get a full print of it this morning. Jacket drama turned fatal. Residents of Denham Town in West Kingston were left in shock on Sunday after a bitter clash over an alleged paternity fraud that ended in bloodshed. A man was fatally stabbed after he confronted his ex-girlfriend about raising a child that the DNA tests now confirmed proved that the child was not his. And the Star was the one that did the interview. When they visited the gritty community yesterday, residents clammed up. Nobody really wanted to speak about it. But one witness, or alleged witness, broke the silence and painted a picture of betrayal and rage and revenge. And the person said, "She gave him a jacket," the resident said, explaining that the man had spent years caring for this child who was later proven not to be his. The baby under 6 years old still. So after that, him put her up upon him status with the song where say, "Give me my money back." And that caused the problem. After him find out that the baby wasn't his, him go to social media, him put up the woman, him put up the picnic, I think, and said, "Give me my money back." That was the caption, and that caused the problem. According to the residents, the confrontation spiraled out of control after the man demanded payments of the monies that he had spent on that child. And a heated conversation reportedly escalated, with the woman started hurling insults at him and refusing to back down from him. Me speak to her now. And me tell her, say, "You're wrong. You're wrong." Although she probably didn't know, say, him wasn't the dad. The police report that at around 11:30 or 1:30 p.m., the deceased man, who was 32 years old, was in his community when a dispute with a female became physical, and during the altercation, the woman used a knife to inflict stab wounds, multiple stab wounds to his upper body area, and he was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The woman sustained injuries to her face, neck, shoulder, and left arm as well. She's currently in custody of the police, and the residents stated that although the argument turned physical still, no one in the community would have dreamed that that would have been the end result, that it would have turned out deadly. Everybody shocking up, is what one resident said. Nobody never expect say that gonna turn out like that. Can we talk, sir? First and foremost, condolences to the family of the deceased man. Clearly, there is no happiness to be found in this situation whatsoever on either side. Now, to the not so pretty part, which is the jacket business, which is not a new phenomenon. It's been going on for donkey years, yet both parties, going back at least 3 to 4 decades, are to be blamed, especially in these here days and times when condoms are widely available, number one. Various methods of birth control are also available, number two. And the ultimate determinator, DNA testing, is readily available, number three. So yes, it's costly, but what would you, the man, rather to happen? Find out how many and how many years later that the picnic them that you believe were yours actually wasn't yours? Wouldn't you rather just know that sooner rather than later, regardless of how much the woman protests, or else swear on stacks of Bibles, or that the Lord should strike her down? That picnic they are feel. And if you go take DNA with the picnic, any kind of thing, you go tell the picnic say, you know I'm daddy, and how him say, how you deny them. You the man who is so impressed with himself, and he get another youth goes along with the program. Again, there is no happiness in this story. A man is dead and a woman is injured, all because of this. Fill in the blanks. That went sideways, and perhaps not everything was honest and above board. Nobody, absolutely nobody, loves dishonesty. Somebody else said, wow, I saw this coming. It was just a matter of time. This jacket business here is a serious and deadly business. Very long and thoughtful comment. Very long and thoughtful comment. The level of violence that's a part of this community is frightening, another person said. And I hope she rots in jail, is what another person said. Well, the man asked for money, put her face up on social media with the caption, give me my money, and was telling everybody that he want back his money because the picnic. The same thing what happened to Gage, dancehall artist Gage. It happened, you can't even make these stories up, right? Gage actually took to social media a couple of weeks ago where he was like, Ashley, I'll make life hell for you. You better call the police them for me. You better report me to the police them. That's what he said. You better report me to the police them or call the police them for me. Because I'll make life a living hell for you. I want back my money, Ashley. I want back the whole of my money when you make me spend on the picnic. Because you tell me say picnic are for me. And the DNA test just proves say picnic are not for me. It's 2025, man. It's 2025. You should make that a standard thing that you do. If you are going to be a daddy, make it a standard thing. Because here's the thing. You can't get jacket as a man. You can't. You don't carry baby. So you can't give jacket as a man, but you can surely get it. You know? Especially if you're somebody who is out there and out and about with multiple women. You know, from your god there and your name called upon it, the possibilities are it could be yours, but there's a possibility it might not be yours either. So just get a DNA test and done and end all of this. Active shooter at a church in Minneapolis, Lady J says. Skin pan skin contact is what most men beg for. A bad woman that who authorized him to get tests without her, who authorized him to get tests without our consent, eh? You know, them woman never tell us that, yeah, fine, you can go test. But just remember, say, may I tell you, say, I'm gonna tell this child when the child get older how you did deny her and you did say she had no feel. All because the man say him just want get a DNA, you know. You hear, I'm gonna tell the child when the child get older how you did deny her and you did say she had no feel picnic and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's even more reason to go get the test done. But there should be no excuses now. As a matter of fact, the government could actually help with this. Audrey, you're buffering. You good now, Audrey? As a matter of fact, the government could help with this one. It's an old story or an old topic we are beat to death, but the government could help with this. The government could make it so that this is a procedure that is done, mandatorily done at birth. That's it. And then all things are taken care of there. You know, don't sign no birth certificate unless you have taken your, I don't know if a lot of guys know this, but once you sign birth certificate, you know, when DNA turnout says not yours, you could still be, did y'all know that? When you sign birth certificate, DNA tests could prove later that that child is not yours. You could still be held liable for the support of that child, financial support of that child. Did y'all know that? So, yes. So before you go run up and sign birth certificate, at least make sure say are yours. Because them can hold you liable. All the ball you ball, oh, mom, she give me jacket. Eh? The government's gonna say, yeah, we don't really care about that still because you were there. You skip all the other steps of verification and went straight to signing that. So it's kind of like you swear to do 8 years in the army. Them now let you out till you're 8 years done unless you go AWOL. So you have to go AWOL to escape this year. 1 year. I don't know, run, go back to the Caribbean, go hide or something. Then you can't come back to America then. Because them a hold your airport soon as you enter, you know. Yeah. Did y'all know on the deportation list, which I don't think this makes sense. On the list of them have the list where them can use to strip you off or denaturalization. On the denaturalization list, that child support is on there. So I was saying to myself, well, if you strip somebody of their citizenship because they haven't been paying their child support, are you going to give them a green card? Are you just going to leave picnic fatherless? Because a man might not be paying the child support, but what if he's their dad, like he's present, but him not have the money upon time all the time like that? You have people who are in that situation, right? Stripping you of your citizenship, them will send you go to your country. So if you send the person now go back, which part them come from, how you expect them to be of use financially to the child? Because imagine working in Jamaica and you're starting from the ground up. And then you have children in the US for mine with Jamaican dollars. It just don't make no sense to me. Kind of like how it works in Florida, I know for sure. Your child support is due. You're behind. Them suspend your driver's license. Now remember, you have to get up every day and drive, go to work, and be at work on time to make money. Some jobs, a driver's license is required. Like, for instance, if you drive for a living, right? So the first thing them do is handicap you, suspend your driver's license. And now they put out a bolo on you, be on the lookout for police. They look for you, so them catch you at drive. You're getting arrested because you're driving on a suspended driver's license. And then you also get arrested because what triggered the arrest was you're not paying the child support. So now you're in a jail. And you're in a jail and your job is saying, well, we can't keep you on because we have projects that need to be worked on and you weren't around. But I was in jail. Oh, that's even worse. You're in jail. So we're gonna have to hire somebody else who doesn't have these kind of problems. So you're losing your job, you'll lose your driver's license, you have to go still find a way to find this money for pay. It's a non-productive thing that them have a cycle go on. Then the government is now responsible financially for that child. And that me say, Audrey. So them have to go put her upon vouchers and food stamp on them something there. Rizabella, big up. Rizabella said there's no reciprocity in JA for child support. As in, like Jamaicans, say a Jamaican man get a woman pregnant in Jamaica, he doesn't have to pay child support. And there's no, like the law can't garnish his wages. I'm not sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. But I know that they won't be picking you up and arresting you like how they do here in Florida. You know them, and I know also that if you run to Jamaica, that there's nothing they can do to you from the US. Especially if it's them deport you. Boy, I'd stick you out there. Best thing you can do, my friend, get that DNA from Jump. Make sure that it is yours, and then handle your responsibility. Take care of your kids. Take care of your kids. We can't stand a man who don't take care and pick them. There's just something about a guy who would make children and then run away from them or not take care of them, knowing that that's your child. You're 100% sure that are yours. 100%. Absolutely, positively sure. And you just don't want to have nothing to do with how that child is taken care of. That must be like one of the wickedest things you can do on the face of the earth. I don't know about Uno, you know, but I can't even buy myself. If me even set to myself say, okay, I'm gonna get myself a seafood dish, and I get a seafood tray. Seafood tray around here $75, 75 US dollar. I may I say, I go eat it before the picnic them. Come home. The first thing come to my mind is your kids like seafood too. So immediately bear guilt. You know, your kids like seafood too. So I say, okay, damn. So I forgot get enough for me and the kids them. I know how someone cock up them big foot, eat big dinner, go to bed comfortable. You don't know where your child is at. You don't know if some step parents are climbing at the bed with your picnic. You don't know where your picnic eat for dinner this evening, if them get nothing to eat at all. You don't know, like, yo, that has to be one of the wickedest things that a man can do. You know? So as much as we support men supporting your children and big up to the good daddy them out there, at the same time, I would never want to see you out here supporting a child that is not yours. Because I know how good men are with children that are theirs. A good father will give up him last at everything. So imagine giving up your last to somebody else's child because you got tricked into thinking that was yours. That must hurt. That must hurt. Jamaica is the same as here in regards to child support, says Sheldon. Well done. Jamaica is the same as here in regards to child support. Sheldon, you mean like people just don't take it to the court? So is it enforceable? Do they enforce it in Jamaica when it's taken to the court? I don't talk on stuff I don't know because I don't want people come label me. See, I'm always I make Jamaica look bad. It says it right here. You have the laws, you follow them, you can't go to court, they garnish his wages, him can get arrested, blah, blah, blah. I'm not looking it up because this isn't a topic I planned to speak about in that depth this morning. So we can all go do the research for ourselves. So I'm asking somebody who might know. Sheldon says Jamaica is just like here when it comes to child support. It is enforceable and all them things that happen too. But people just don't take it to the courts. So all the women them where sit down and talk about my workless baby daddy and him my workless baby father and my children, them father gone left me with the tree, picking them and now help me take care of none of them. Yeah, try to tell me say them have a course of action in Jamaica like they could actually do something about it. SouFlo, in the future, maybe you can educate the listeners on this Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to do a thorough research on this, how this works. Because, speaking of which, off that topic a little bit, I remember there was a young lady who her baby father disemboweled her. And for those of you who tracking kind of slow this morning, don't know what disemboweled is, cut out her belly, my friend. Cut out her belly or try drop out. She have to hold up her intestines and run for help. Chop him or try chop her up, right? And I remember he was arrested. And I'm gonna need all my Jamaicans who in Jamaica now for help with this. I remember he was arrested. And I remember she was in the hospital and clinging to life. And she made it out. I don't know, God did that on our side because she made a miraculous recovery. This was covered in major news. This was like a few years back. And she made a swift recovery in about 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks or so. And he was incarcerated still. And she come out of hospital and go down at the police station and told them, say, she don't want to press any charges on her child father. And she don't want anything to happen to him. Like, she will not be cooperating with the police. Now, when that happened, I remember them letting him go. Them let him go. So even back then, I was saying to myself, no, man, Jamaica now work right because the laws, that's the same reason why the laws changed here in the US. Because I remember like when I was growing up here, you know, man beat up woman and all he had to do was, you know, when you get arrested, you get that one phone call first. That phone call would be to her. And it would be some sweet talk stuff or some guilt trip conversation. And before you know it, she would be contacting the police department to say, y'all got my baby daddy in custody, or you have my husband in custody. And I'm just calling to let you know that I don't want to press any charges on him. Out the gate he goes, free. So the system started realizing here that those are the same women who eventually end up getting killed in a domestic violence situation by these same men. So they put different laws in place where they don't need you anymore. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo, it's me again.
What go on, family? Talk to you.
The person in the chat was saying that it's enforceable in Jamaica as well, as far as taking the father to court for child support, correct?
Right.
Could it be that the women don't enforce it because they're not sure if that's the father? Because they would have to actually take a test in order to prove that he's a father in order to get child support.
I like you, Marie. Can you see me skip past that? You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
I'm thinking.
Yes.
Like
all right. Yes. So that's a good one. Because Sheldon says it's just not, it is enforceable, but they're just not, like them now go through the proper channels. You know, the woman them in the US, they'll be like, I'm going to take your ass to child support court. I'm putting you on child support, ninja. And them go and then put you on child support, right? It's required for them to take the DNA. So maybe a lot of them are not sure if that's the dad. SouFLo in the future. Yeah. But now I'm still going to go dig up how that works. Them can deport me. I have student loans up to yin yang. That is, you have student loans up to yin yang, but you have the degree. And you know, with your foreign degree, you know, you can reach very far in Jamaica, depending on what your degree is in. But with your foreign degree, you can reach very far. Yeah. So they put laws in place then in here. So now what the situation is now is, say for instance, a couple get into a fight, right? The husband beat up the wife, police come. from the police come and the police can ascertain that she looks battered. She have black eye, her nose bust up, her mouth bust up. They don't need her anymore. Once them see that or evidence that she was abused, they don't need her anymore to say anything. She can cry from now till God come. I don't want to press charges. I'm not going to. There's nothing she can do. The state picks it up and the state will prosecute. So I was thinking, when is Jamaica going to get to that? Because, boy, the way how the brother did chop up the sister there and cut out her belly. You can imagine running down the street with hole in your intestines because you try and everything a fall out. And then somebody save you and you go back go tell police, you know, and press no charges upon your man. I remember her saying she is in love with him and she don't want anything bad to happen to him, and she's not pressing no charges on him. I remember I did cover the story, you know, and I say, you know, say, a couple more years down the road, we're gonna hear her story again. And I'm afraid it's gonna be that I him kill her. She dead. I wonder what happened to that couple. You don't know. I don't know. I never heard from them again. But it was a weird one. A weird one. All right. Anyhow, we're across that top of the list this morning. Trump tariffs are affecting Jamaica. In what way, you might ask? The internet is behaving good this morning so far. If it done before the time when I'm finished getting through these topics, I will start over and we will go again. All right, let's put everybody on track from now, because sometimes them just kick we off just so. So just a little FYI, nothing serious, but to let you know how we are being affected as well. Jamaica reportedly joins other countries in suspending shipping packages to the US amid Trump tariff policies. So Jamaica's postal service has stopped accepting packages for shipment to the United States from members of the public. Long story short, you can't package up nothing and can't go to a post office in Jamaica and say, foreign, you want to send it, go. It not going, it won't be accepted, and that is effective as of today. Following a policy shift to tariff by the United States. Now, it also says that outstanding mail has been suspended for now, while the status of outbound mail has been suspended for now, while the status of inbound mail remains unclear so far. That means anything are coming from foreign right now, them not even know if it can enter. But we know for a fact that nothing will be going out. Effective today, we were told not to accept any packages to the USA as a postal worker at the Kingston Post Office who requested, don't call my name, keep me anonymous. They've sent queries to the Jamaica Post and they're awaiting the response. Calls to 2 other postal workers at separate offices yielded the same results and the same responses this morning, with staff refusing to accept US-bound packages. So it's not for everywhere overseas, it's for the USA. The cutoff was today, for some reason, said another postal manager at a different location. Asked about the inbound mail, what's coming in, a third postal worker also said, we're not sure. That is also uncertain at the moment. They may be affected as well, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. This disruption follows the US government's decision to end its long-standing tariff exemption for low-value imports known as the de minimis rule, which allowed packages that were under $800 to enter duty-free. They are now ending that. The exemption is set to expire Friday, prompting postal services across Europe to suspend shipments to the United States of America amid confusions over the new import duties. Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Italy, and others have already also stopped most merchandise deliveries to the United States of America. That is something to know. Cause remember one time I ordered some Clarks, a pair of shoes, Clarks, but we did want it straight from the manufacturers in the UK. Cause I never want to get no knockoff Clarks, right? And they never came. And they never came because there was something with the shipment in, and it took forever. I mean, I'll go Jamaica and come back and the sitting still did a truck, say it's on its way. And about a month and a half later, I got a notification that they're willing to give me a refund because it's not on its way. It's not coming. So for those of you who probably shop online, I don't know if you're looking for stuff to be shipped to you in the US from any of these places, no shipping is going on at the moment. They stopped. France and Austria are also expected to follow. Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Italy, France, Austria, Jamaica, among other places as well. I think you can Google and look up the list of places that will not be shipping anything to the United States of America. So meanwhile, the UK's Royal Mail announced that it would pause its shipment on Tuesday, which was yesterday. The third Jamaican postal worker noted that mail to other countries do remain unaffected, though it's only mail to the United States of America, packages $800 or less. However, she advised against sending anything at all to the US for now. She said, if we collect our mail, it's going to go nowhere. I mean, it's just like a sit down here, so. And it will stay at the head office and it will not move. And I know you don't want that. So mail is still going out to other countries, though, just not the United States of America. In Jamaica, the Postal and Telecommunications Department processed 8.5 million pieces of mail in 2024. That was down from 10.2 million in 2023. This is a decline that was seen across all categories, including parcels, packages, and letters. The revenue also fell by $237 million to 450. The revenue fell by 237 million 1 year less to 458 million less the next year, reflecting the drop in the mail volume. And at the same time, expenditure rose, widening the department's projected deficit to $3.7 billion, up from $3.0 billion last year. So this is how the Trump tariff is affecting Jamaica at the moment. One of the ways, which I figured we would just put out there so we are all on the same page and we all know what's going on. Shout out to the people, the big Jamaican them who remember when the election did go on and we had these spirited conversations over here, and some of the Jamaican them were calling and say them are going rich because the money are gonna make them rich, and this is who they're voting for and XYZ and all that. You're free. But I told you everything was gonna roll backwards, downhill. Here we go. Dorothy T says, because American alcohol is no longer being sold here in Canada, Canada is now importing 3 or 4 times the amount of Red Stripe beer, which is a good look for, see, the world is moving on. That's a problem, though. The world is moving on. So nothing stopped. They just found a way to get business done without the United States of America in it, which is not good for the United States of America. But then again, it's not good also for those Jamaicans or those in other places who depend on and have family and business in the United States of America connected to their country. Those people are going to be affected as well. But as far as commerce goes, nobody is sitting and waiting on the US or crying. They've formed the new pathways of trade, which is working out good for some countries who couldn't get on shelves in some places, just like Dorothy T just said. Because American alcohol is no longer being sold here, Canada is now shipping or importing 3 or 4 times more the amount of Red Stripe beer, which naturally the money will go somewhere else. Audrey says, we still a wait for them, shook them head out over here too. Yeah, and them still a hide. You notice we haven't heard from not one of them since. Not even one no brave enough to call and say, yes, SouFlo. You remember somebody did say, not one. And my friend, this is just the beginning, because other things are come on, the long list of everything that's been happening. That's the long list of everything that's been happening. And other things are going to come down the pipeline as well. All right. There's another thing that's happening that's super important to discuss, which I don't want to spend too much time on it, so I'm just going to breeze through it. Recently, we wake up to see the news that said U.S. warships were heading to the Caribbean. And just the headline alone kind of freaked me out, because I was like, U.S. warships heading to the Caribbean? Oh shit, like what's about to happen? Okay, well, not only that, I saw yesterday where the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is under fire with CARICOM because she said something about siding with the United States of America, which in Trinidad's best interest, which CARICOM leaders are saying she pretty much just shot CARICOM in the foot, and they won't be able to put up a strong line of defense then. So we want to know what that is about. So we're going to briefly go through it. For those of you who don't know why the U.S. military ships are in the Caribbean, it said that they're in the Caribbean to counter or combat drug trafficking, particularly from the narco-terrorist organizations in that region, as part of the Trump administration's ramped-up efforts to interdict illegal drugs that are flowing into the United States. The deployment includes the Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group, which is thousands of Marines and sailors, submarines and cruisers, and reconnaissance aircrafts as well. And they are aimed at giving the president broad military options to target drug cartels, according to officials. One day, I saw Donald Trump woke up and he said, I think we're going to have to go to war with the cartel. Of course, I raised my eyebrow. I said, damn, that means they're going to invade Mexico? Because you have to go in them area to fight them, because they're obviously not coming out of their area to come fight you, right? Well, about 2 days later, I wake up and say, U.S. warships heading into the Caribbean, and then this is the result. And then 17 hours ago, it was posted again that more Navy ships just took off and are headed to the Caribbean. So they are bolstering their position in the Caribbean even more with overhead power as well as undersea power, submarines and fighter jets, along with the cruisers that float on top of the water, the one where you can't see. If America is going to take on the cartel or the cartels and fight them, this is going to be one dirty kind of war. This is going to be a dirty kind of war. I'm wondering if by any chance this has anything to do with oil. That's what I'm wondering. Am I too far out there wondering that? You know, I was watching a documentary one time, right? I'm not going to get too political because I don't want them cut off my life. So I'm going to keep this real short. I was watching a documentary a long time ago. And the documentary said who God is. G-O-D. Who God is. And it had a G, full stop, O, full stop, D. Who God is. And I thought, interesting, let me watch it. And I remember that was like one of the best documentaries ever. Because it talked about how certain conflicts start and why certain people are in certain places and why you see military movement, a certain this, that, and the other. And then it broke down God as gold, oil, and drugs. Gold, oil, and drugs. I thought, wow, wow. Super interesting. So that's God for a lot. Gold, oil, and drugs. So, and I also learned that Haiti has a natural element there that is even way more, is twice the price of gold. It's even more precious than gold. Now, I'm going to left that out there so too, and you can go do your little research from there so for yourself and read up on things for yourself, right? So the U.S. Navy is reportedly deploying more ships filled with more troops to the Southern Caribbean as part of the Trump administration's fight against Latin America's criminal drug cartel that has been designated as foreign terrorist organizations. This just got posted. The USS Lake Erie is off, and the USS Newport News are the latest ships to be sent to that region to join the fight against criminal cartels that President Trump and other top officials have characterized as narco-terrorist groups. The ships are expected to arrive in the Southern Caribbean by early next week, and the report indicated that the addition of the USS Lake Erie, a guided missile cruiser, and the USS Newport News, a nuclear-powered submarine, came just days after three other ships, the USS San Antonio, the USS Iwo Jima, and the USS Fort Lauderdale, actually arrived in the region on Sunday, carrying more than 4,500 troops, including 2,200 Marines. It's a big operation. A U.S. Navy spokesperson who did an interview with News Nation was directed to on Tuesday by the USS Southern Command, seeking comments on the deployment and the role of these troops who were sent into that region, but they did not immediately respond to multiple messages that were put out. The USS Gravely, USS Sampson, and the USS Jason Dunham were also recently sent to Venezuelan coast as part of the larger military effort. U.S. officials will not specify how the ships or the troops that have been sent to the Caribbean will be used. Just know that they're there. However, federal officials have previously stated that the military troops will be used in an effort to stop the cartel rather than waging a war against Venezuela. So they're saying it's not a war against Venezuela, this is a war against the cartel. We don't know how war go and casualties of war. Could Venezuela end up getting frigged up while they are trying to reach the cartel? One and one can only make two, right? Why are military troops on naval ships being sent to Venezuela? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, family.
I don't know if you're seeing the shooting in Minnesota.
Yeah, I saw somebody said something about it on the live.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah. We won't be trauma bonding over the shooting. That's American stuff. You know, shootings happen so often that it don't make no sense to even talk about them. Because you talk about one today, you're going to talk about one tomorrow, and the other day, it's like mass shooting is just a regular occurrence. Anyway, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has indicated that he will be deploying 15,000 troops to the border with Colombia, backed by boats, aircrafts, and drones of their own. On state TV, he accused Washington, United States of America, of fueling a dangerous escalation. Maduro is actually calling on Colombian authorities to do the same thing to ensure that there is peace in the region. So something not bubble. Something is bubbling. So last week, White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt would not provide details about the military deployment to the region, but said that Trump has been clear and consistent in his message in fighting criminal cartels. He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible for it to justice. The Trump administration has accused Maduro and the president of Colombia of working with these cartel de los Soles, which has been designated as a terrorist organization in recent weeks, to flood the U.S. with illicit drugs. Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell recently told News Nation that the fight against the cartel requires a whole of government effort and that the Department of Defense will undoubtedly play an important role in Trump's objective to eliminate the cartel's ability to threaten the safety and security of the United States and its residents. The Secretary of State Marco Rubio echoed the fact that the U.S. still does not recognize the Maduro regime as a legitimate government. Imagine that. The Justice and State Department announced a $50 million reward for information that leads to Maduro's arrest. So, with that said, that is what it is all about. That's what they are there in the Caribbean for. And I have nothing to do with them invading Jamaica. Or remember I told y'all, you know, I was in an infantry unit. I did my time in the military. I am a combat veteran. There's and the day when I actually saw the glass case that had all the countries that the glass case was broken down in countries and places, regions close by that the US can, like, this would be a trouble region. This would take weeks. This would take months. This would take days. There was Jamaica in there. And for all the years I was with this unit, and we met in that area all the time, I never looked in that glass case. And one day, it just so happened after years of being in the unit, we're getting ready for formation, and I just looked down in the glass case. I mean, I look. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. So we could take over that country in this amount of time. Damn. And I swear, I bet they think they're powerful. Over here, I'm like, shit. And then we go, so I'm boom, I see Jamaica. You can imagine how I felt when I saw Jamaica and realized that Jamaica is considered soft for if the shit should hit the fan. Jamaica is considered super soft. Like, you're really not a threat, you know? So you're not a threat to U.S. military power. They could round up Jamaica in 24 hours or less. Right. Yes. Maduro is wanted. Maduro is wanted. There's a $50 million on his head. And iridium is what Haiti has. Golden cheese cookie. You're right. It's iridium. And when you can go do no more research on how much iridium is worth, XYZ, where is it found in Haiti, and blah blah blah, and how it kind of might have to do with what's going on, the destabilization of an whole heap of sitting out you have to know. You know, like the wise man said, the more you know is the less you will say. And I told y'all before, you know, now I'm finding that things are hard to say. And when you didn't know certain things, you thought man, I just love having everybody else know what I know, you know? So I'm gonna build this platform with an audience where we can discuss everything. And then when you do, it's fine when you had 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300, you're heading up to 500, you know, reach 1,000 yet. We're talking about everything and anything, and it was cool. And then when you start hit the hundreds of thousands now, and you go 1, and you go 2, and you go 3, and you go 4, and you realize that you can't really talk about everything as your platform grow. You have to like dumb down your content, and because it get that serious. I'm in that place. I mean, I tell you, y'all witness it, you hear and you see. You know what I'm saying? So I just saw it go. So please, for y'all who think when we always do frivolous content or a lot of frivolous content or a lot of fluff, it's not because we're dunce, or it's not because we don't want to get into some other stuff. It's because we have to be wise about how we navigate this thing. See? Dorothy T. My granny used to say, thief don't like to see another thief carrying a long bag of loot. Just saying. Well, good to know that, you know, Jamaica is not a threat like that. I remember I told some Jamaicans this. Like Audrey said, wow, I that them think. No, Audrey, I that them think, I that them know. Take it from me. Take it from me. If they say that Jamaica is a 24-hour job, it is. Take it from me, it is. It is. And as much as, you know, you have that Jamaican pride and you want to say, because when they tell some Jamaican people, you know, the man them a talk about whole heap of gun there and a dog, you must feel like say man a super, man a soft sponge, or you must feel like say them can just run in and do nothing. So you see, your mind and your level of this is beyond your imagination even. Just put it that way there. So you can't fathom how it could be done. But take it from me, it could very much be done. Yeah. That's why it's in the glass case. It could very much be done. Them done size it up already. Trust me. Them not just make the glass case there and just put in there and just rah-rah frivolously. You're talking about people who plan meticulously after a whole heap of reconnaissance and underground work and all this and strategically ahead of set up X, Y, and Z in place, everything. Then they come back and say, boom, this is a 24-hour job. This right here, them over here, they'll be a 48-hour job. Them over here will be a week. Them over here will be about a month. We can still do it. You know what I mean? So as much as the pride in our way, or feel like, what them feel like? What them feel like? So them think. Trust me. So them know. So them know. Yeah. That too, Lady J. That too. Y'all are on point. Y'all are on point. I love looking in the comment section and seeing people that are on point. Y'all are on point. Right? The nanny pride rise, but throwing spears at missiles is is throwing spears at missiles is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Futile. Yeah, that word there. Futile. All right. We're gonna left it right there. So we're not in the way. We're not of threat. We are being affected by the tariffs, but we're not the threat. So I know we them out there are lurk for. We're just close by. All right. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind before I move to the next topic is Jamaica always involved. I don't know if y'all know it, but Jamaica always involved. Now, I'm gonna give you a good example, and then we're gonna go to the next topic. When you remember the assassination of the Haitian president, Jovenel Moïse, out of all the last places in the world, where did, was it three of the personnel who were thought to be involved in that, the masterminds behind it, where did they find them? In a Jamaica, right? This up. Yeah, they were found in Jamaica. One was found living in a rural area in a one neighborhood down one red dirt road in a one little modest house. Had been there for a while with him wife and picnic and everything. Then them find one next one, which was also a military official at one point. The big strong one, them find him there too. And then it took them like weeks later when them find one next one. They were all found in Jamaica. Lady J said Jamaica doesn't have the military or arsenal to go up against the US. Not even close. Not even close. That's why I say Jamaica is not a threat at all. We're like a sneeze, yes, and we wipe off. Literally. And I know that Jamaican pride here to the talk about we like nothing. I go, so come on. But sneeze and wipe off. Hey boy, I must feel like stand a weak fence there around you. Trust me, my G. We're not ready in a no way possible. At all. But we're not at war with nobody. And knowing this, you can also see why our leaders make certain decisions that they do. Because again, just like how we have to skillfully navigate this internet world and these platforms, is the same way how them leaders there on even a more grander scale have to skillfully navigate and play properly, or else then we get spanked in more ways than one. In more ways than one. Audrey said we have military. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have JDF, man. The Jamaica Defense Force is there. And I think we have some component of Navy, some component of what could be a Navy. But no, but we're not that prominent. Like, you know, now don't get it wrong. We have some highly skilled and highly trained, because we have soldiers that go overseas to train with, like, even with U.S. authorities or U.S. entities. We have soldiers from Jamaica that go training, so then pick up the expertise from. But to say we have the manpower and the resources and we don't. We're not even close. We're not even close. One day, I watch a video of a gunfight in Montego Bay somewhere, and the youth them who did a shoot after police them, they were on a hill, one big two-story house stood up there, and it looked like them did a shoot from under the house, and the police them did down at the hill, at the bottom of the foot of the hill. So you can imagine the disadvantage already. The police them couldn't go up the hill. I don't know if y'all remember this video. It's the longest shootout I ever seen. So me I watch it so long, me there I said to myself, say, then how them get so much ammunition in a the little country? How the hell did they get so much ammunition? And I could tell by the sound of what was being fired that these weren't firearms. These weren't no regular little handgun firearm. These were big rifle bust, some pesheng weng weng sound and some boom boom and da 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 da. Them turn it on the Jamaica forces, you know. And you have JCF, JDF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, and Jamaica Defense Force, police and soldier. I try go up the hill to get with them and couldn't do it. So if we have badman, gunman entity in a Jamaica, we can outshoot our law enforcement officials. You really think that we would have be of any kind of match to U.S. authorities? Not a chance. Not a chance at all. But moving right along though. So, Trinidad Prime Minister says she is not apologizing to anybody. She said what she said. Trinidad first over everything and everybody else. She's supposed to be a part of CARICOM as a unit. She said, frig that. I'm riding with the US, and whatever they want done, that's what we rocking with. and I'm putting Trinidad first. She also said Trinidad is at a strategic point where they are super affected by all the ills that are happening in Venezuela. Like their borders are overrun by Venezuelans who are now living in Trinidad, illegal immigrants, she said, and the drugs and the prostitution and the crimes and all these things are coming with them. So she is all for military action in that area and on that. So Trinidad has already taken themselves against CARICOM. She added that there was no need for this country to consult with CARICOM on domestic issues, reiterating that Trinidad and Tobago is disproportionately affected by the influx of illegal migrants, guns, and drugs from Venezuela. The Trinidadian taxpayers are the ones, she said, who are footing the bills for the tens of thousands of illegal Venezuelans who have migrated into and are living in Trinidad. Thousands of our citizens have been murdered in the last 25 years. Just yesterday, a 65-year-old retiree was raped, most likely, she said, by an illegal immigrant. Ross. That's kind of like inflammatory comment, so to speak. Oh, a 65-year-old retiree got raped yesterday. Most likely is one of the illegal immigrants them do it. You know? But that's where Trinidad stands in all of this. We're going to leave that alone. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into it. I just spark thought for you to go deeper later if you feel like it in these topics, right? Anybody else is wondering what happened to the brother who got deported to Eswatini that is Jamaican, that did some time in the United States of America in prison? Anybody is wondering what happened to him? So the government is pursuing an early return of this Jamaican man. An early return, I said. And I thought to myself, he's been there for a while. Wouldn't be an early return. So last week it was reported that Jamaica and Eswatini were in talks regarding the repatriation of Isaac Etoria, who, along with 4 other men, were deported to the African Kingdom in July. Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin, in a post on X at that time, said that these 5 men were all convicted criminals, and she described them as the worst of the worst. Individuals that are so uniquely barbaric that their own home countries just refused them, to which Jamaican authorities came out and said, hey, that's a lie. We didn't refuse anybody. We don't normally refuse our citizens. We didn't even know about him. In her post, she said, Camilla said that Jamaican man was the U.S. authorities said that the Jamaican man was actually convicted of murder, and he was sentenced to 25 years of confinement, and convicted of robbery, and he was sentenced to 6 years on the robbery charge as well. And he was also convicted of possession of a weapon in committance of a felony, and he was sentenced to another 6 years on top of that. So you do the maths, 25 years plus 6 years plus another 6. So that's 25 years plus 12 years. That was his sentence time. The Jamaican Foreign Ministry denied that they knew anything about his existence, and then they provided an update on Friday, which is Johnson Smith said that Jamaica's High Commission in Pretoria, South Africa, accompanied by the Honorary Consul for Jamaica in Eswatini, paid a consular visit. They paid a consular visit to Etoria on Thursday, August 21st. The team finally found Mr. Etoria, the Jamaican, and he's in good spirits, they said. The ministry was further advised that Mr. Etoria, the Jamaican who is there, he has received regular medical attention and arrangements are now being put in place for further connection with his family members and to meet all his needs while he's there. Johnson Smith said that the ministry continues its efforts towards an early return of Mr. Etoria to Jamaica, and they remain in contact with his family through its embassy in Washington, D.C. So they made the connection, they have found him, he's in good spirits, according to them, and they are working at getting him home to Jamaica. That's the update for how he's doing. Because the last time we spoke about him, he was in a max security. He was also in solitary confinement, and he was, according to Eswatini officials, he was placed in an environment with men who were charged with the similar offense as he has been charged with, which tell we say him did the which part the murder of them there. The sad thing about his story is, like a lot of people have thought, he got sent from prison to Eswatini, and it's not so. Again, he was out of prison. He already served his time in the US, and he was released from custody on his own reconnaissance, and he went home. Wasn't on parole, probation, nothing. He went home, and he was getting on with life. He had obtained a bachelor's degree, and he was enrolled in a program to get his master's degree when he was snatched up by ICE. And this is 2 years after his release. So he didn't get a warning that they were coming. He didn't know that he was going to end up being sent there. He got released from prison after doing 20-something years. He thought he was okay. He got released on good behavior and being a stellar model for a program that they had implemented into the prison system where prisoners can become role models and further educate themselves and earn a degree from an actual real university through a university program ran through the prison. And because he did so good in it, he earned the early release. So the man there, I'm chill. And them show up. And him get sent to Eswatini and get put back in a prison system, now in a foreign country, among murderers again. Which, if you ask me, that's totally frigged up. Totally frigged up. But those are things we can't do nothing about, right? And we had the discussion where we said, I think they did that to pinch the rest of his population, Jamaicans specifically. Because I don't know if you know it or not. A list came out about the countries who have the most overstayers of their visas and people who run off the most into the US from what countries, on the back of us discussing the new, they were going to start implementing a new fee. And the new visa fee was supposed to be, it's an exorbitant amount of money, which I said the average Jamaican probably wouldn't be able to pay that. Well, they said it was going to be for specifically for countries who have a lot of people run off in the US. Guess who heads the list of those countries who have the most people who run off in the US, overstay your visa, or just cut from when you come in and don't go back and decide say you're going to build life yes, from there. So Jamaica. Jamaica. So it's no wonder that the saying that says Jamaica has more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than it does inside of Jamaica. Where do you think most of those Jamaicans are living that live outside of Jamaica? Yes, we're in the UK. Yes, we're in Canada. Yes, we're in other parts of Europe. But most of them are in the United States of America. Yeah. So when the big fee comes in, go look at the new visa fee. When the big fee comes in, because I don't have the exact amount in front of me right now, But when the big fee comes in, Jamaica will be on the list to be hit with that. That will slow down drastically the amount of Jamaicans who are able to obtain a visa to enter the United States of America. Remember, they said, you know, the money is just like a surety bond kind of thing. If I say to you, put up $3,000 US and I'll grant you the visa. No, it ain't no $185 to $250, Sheldon. That was a little bit of money. I'll have to go look it up again. That's a little bit of money. It wasn't that. Cause you know when we want to go foreign, 124, 185 US dollar and no money that. And that's another thing. A lot of people think people in Jamaica like everybody flat broke and can't afford nothing. Then we laugh after you for 185. That not stop nobody. It was a lot more than that. Let me look it up real quick because it seems like nobody else can find it. I mean, that's not the point of our conversation this morning, so we didn't have it in front of us. But the new visa fee that they're thinking of implementing. Let's see. New U.S. visa integrity fee, at least $250. It is $250, will apply to most. Starting this fiscal year, the fee separates from existing visa. Okay, it's not that one. It's not that one. Nah, that's old. That's from 2024. At least $250 during the fiscal year of 2025. $250 in the US now stop nobody. He's saying it's $185 plus $250. Okay, could be. But I'll have to go back into our video and go look it up again. But I had it from their government site in front of us. It was a lot of money. It was like 400 or something, right? So 185 plus. You're right. 185 plus 250 would be around. And they were saying, well, if you plan on moving a family of 4, like mother, father, sister, brother, 2 parents and 2 kids, it's going to end up getting super expensive. I think it was 15,000 US, Rizabella. I don't want to put out no false information out there, so we're not going to do that. But just know that Jamaica is on the list, and we head the list as in this region as those people who they're trying to get to stop doing it. They might try to get to stop run off in them country, and they might try to get to stop overstay with visas when we come this way. So they're going to apply it, and we're going to have to pay it. Right? So I go. I don't feel like it don't really stop nobody still, you know. Because I feel like people are going to just save the money there. I know, so boy, this is my right to passage kind of thing. So I'm not plan to get back the money there because I'm not go back that way there. And Devon girl said 15,000 US. Yeah, I don't think it's no $400 or $200. I think that's something else. That's the new visa fee. It's not that new visa fee. It's not the integrity fee. There's another one they were implementing that was tomorrow morning. I'll have it in front of me. If we're gonna have tomorrow morning, because tomorrow Thursday I want to take a day off. I don't know. Let me see. New US visa. I'm reminding myself. So all right, so we have 2 things that we gotta go do some proper research on and come back and have a conversation surrounding. They could make it $1,000 if not stopping Jamaica. It is not stopping Jamaicans, says Sheldon. Yo, Jamaica, we can't see them already, you know. Boy, you don't know already, you know, dog. That $1,000, yeah. 1,000 US? Yeah, man, but you don't know so things that, yeah, just give them that and bam, and from then give you that, just boogie you see me, I say. Just make sure say you land at Miami and 2 day time there in New York, you see me? Walk away from this one. Me I feel laugh. They actually say it makes it bad for everybody else. And it does. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I don't want anybody to see this and think, oh, there's a channel over here that's encouraging breaking the laws of the United States of America. Well, no, people stay already. That's not what I'm encouraging. No more Versace or Clarks. Them are gonna have mackerel gravy straight for 2 months straight. Stack it up. Yeah, me I'm good when we reach a foreign. But the goal is to get the hell up out of here. You know, there's something around why so many Jamaicans feel that life is better in the United States of America. Interesting conversation to have. Why do so many Jamaicans feel that life is better in the United States of America than it is in their own country, or life is better overseas then? Not just the United States of America, but life is better overseas. We have a foreign mindset, right, for a lot of Jamaicans. And the question is, why? What happened? Why do so many people feel like life better a foreign than it is a Jamaica? All who go on, me just want to go a foreign. You know, there are many Jamaicans. What do y'all have an answer to that? Because there are many Jamaicans, you know, who feel like say nothing not gonna go on for me, you know, unless we reach a foreign first. All I want to do is reach a foreign, you know. We just want to reach a foreign. Why do you think that mindset has been developed? Jerome Pearson says you don't have to take the day off. You can go live for a half hour and talk about. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. It's the 15,000 US for security deposit.
There you go. That is it.
So if they go back home, they will get back their money.
Right. And here it is right here. So yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So I knew it wasn't that. That is the new visa fee. The new visa fee is not the one I'm talking about. It's the 15,000 US. The 15,000 US for, and this is where you can get this money back if you go back on time. But many people are skeptical about it because there is no avenue to how you get the money back yet. There's no way for them to say we will direct deposit it back into your account, or you can go pick it up at this location. Or now 15,000 US dollars for most Jamaicans is life-changing money. Life-changing money. That 7,000 US dollars is $1 million Jamaican dollars. So that's like 2-point-something million. Jerome Pearson. Jerome said you don't have to take the day off. You know, you can go live for about half hour and talk about the clash. More songs will drop by the end of the day. If half hour rounding. No, Jerome, I have a video right now where I'm going to go up right after this video. I literally write out all 3 of the songs. The video is long. The explanations are long. One way, those who are dancehall enthusiasts are going to really appreciate this one because I really put a lot of time into this one. I hit me late this morning because the computer was taking so long to process it, to save it, so we can upload it. The thumbnail make feet already. Everything is ready to go. So I'm definitely not going to come live and do that. Let's have this conversation real quick. Why is it that so many of our people feel like nothing not going to go on for me until me reach a foreign? And life ain't good unless you touch foreign. Where did that come from? And why is it so prominent of a thought among our people? Oh, Charlotte's Law, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Lady J say you make me laugh when you have those very realistic conversations by yourself. Lady J. Dorothy T says grass is not always greener, and Charlotte's Law says those in foreign never tell them otherwise. So foreign was the aspiration. You remember one time me did little, you know. I can't speak for Uno, but I'm sure I can. I just have to speak for me. But remember one time me did I grow up at Jamaica. Foreign was because they never, first of all, they never used to attack right? You walk through your district, your neighborhood, you go look for who you grew up with. Party a keep tonight, you're out at door, you till morning light, you know, my auntie and my uncle them and the whole of them gather up and them gone a road and these things. Then I started doing it when I was able to go back to Jamaica on my own. From me drop my bag, me go on a road to and we are do this a party tonight, and when this a one end early, we drive go Monday to the next one. You know, it was the look of freedom and like you have money or
so
something.
Flow, my brother.
Yo, my G, what go on?
Yeah, me there, man. Here we go on with that something there now.
Yeah.
Remember when I tell me after when you grew up at Clarendon with a granny, see?
Yeah.
One thing my granny used to tell us, me prepare you because you soon gone a foreign with a mother.
Yes.
Or your parents.
Yeah.
I was raised that way. I never raised with my mother. I didn't even know what age my mother left me come a foreign. But over the years, me always say, you soon gone a foreign, you soon gone a foreign.
Same.
I never end up reached until I a big old man still.
But
he beat in your head, say you're soon gone a foreign the thing there.
Yeah, go left.
I think that's what it is. So you see, the migrate of parents migrate and left them children down there like you left like me now I left my youth with my mother. Alright, man, I go over so do what me have to do. And I go take you out when time I start out. What grandma do is grandma tell while she raised my youth, she tell my youth they say, oh, you raise you one certain type of way because
your father soon come take you.
Your people soon come pay, soon gonna left there, soon gonna fire.
Right.
So in your head, it's like a foreign place there. And it is that way for a lot of Jamaicans. So it's not like we are present life better over here. We're not consciously amidst that. But to all the things set up and generations upon generation we're left and do the same thing. It's just like a generation thing.
You know things, sir, the party here, they have something to play with it though. Like when you see them coming from foreign. Cause remember when me I grew up, me used to see people come in with them big chopper rate and they used to call them name brand clothes and also. Right. Barrel of come down before them reach.
More and got first up more and get one of them new Nike there, more of one of them big chain there.
Right.
You know, something you know, you have your little family member them where them at same age. We come down there, see them with the pretty game, them and this and that. And you want that too.
Yeah.
You understand
I think that they have a lot to do with it too, you know.
Yeah.
With us thinking, you know, the streets are paved with gold up a foreign there.
Yeah.
Can't wait for reach.
Real story me here right now.
See it.
My sister tell me so one of her sister-in-law, her husband, sister. First time come a foreign when she a big woman. You know, a woman come and say, and feel like say when go see Gold Street and Money Pan Road. Based on how then talk about America. You understand me? I say, so no one imagine and envision in our head. And that thing can see. But at the same time, when we're down there, I saw we kind of think of America like you know, America can get anything where you want.
Right.
Easy, like it just there for you.
Right.
It is in reality, it is here for you, but you have to walk out your soul case.
Yeah.
Then now tell with that part there.
True.
You understand what I say? Then now tell with the whole immigration thing, so yeah, with people in there foreign and not straight for you.
Them
my
not
man come and find from when time you can come up here, spend all long, and when I go back there, get somebody for back meet a passport. Like you went flying and fly out a couple times well.
See.
Maybe they come a far away and they can go on again.
Right. True.
But them thing that we down there never know say how I hide the people them up at the hide and run up and down from work to work and them kind of vibes just to get by.
Yeah.
Them now tell me that. No, we're at this age with social media and all them something. People are talk, people are say things, and people are see it.
True.
You understand what I say? So I want my down there say, hey, if we can make this much, then we need to go in America.
True.
You understand what I say? So, you know, It is just how we painted out to it over the years. Like with the grandparents and them type of vibes. That's how it is. It's not necessarily so we actually think that America better than that.
It's all them gear. No, we're not better than that. True,
yeah,
bro.
Understand?
True, bro.
So that's what it is. When you have the experience, you realize unlike what was sold to us.
Boy, the way when you said just now, when you check it out, Lord, all I can think about a day that sip a little sip right now, and you know, we have to sort out one
right.
thing.
Really and truly, no, we're not better than that, bro.
True, brother.
You know what I mean? You know, I listened to a program the other day, and it left me to think. Have you ever seen a fruit tree in a public space in America?
No, because them purposely.
No, like, you know,
I think we are watching the same program.
So you're probably going out one corner side of tax office because you want apple tree, getting a tree, plum tree, some orange tree out there in the public where you can access.
Yeah.
Without bother you.
What's the country you come
from? America.
No.
You don't see that nowhere in America.
No. Purposely.
They set up it too where you can't even just randomly, certain places you can't randomly plant certain fruit in your yard, neither.
True.
That place are designed for control.
Facts.
And they know what they might do for area. That's why you'll never see certain type of fruit tree where one can say, we can live off of this. You're not going to see it in a public, in a non-public space.
Or like this,
and if you
this
do
good
see
for
diabetes,
diabetes,
you can't touch it.
Even the one them where is medicinal, you'll definitely not see them there.
Alright.
A purpose too.
And as Mr. If you see anything of that sort in a public space, try pick one. And see.
True.
Police come or see somebody come and tell you can't grab.
True.
No, we're better than you out. Oh, they sell eating, you know? Yeah.
True, bro.
Anyway, now go back in our chat still, my brother.
Manners and respect, then?
Yeah, man, manners and respect.
All right. Yeah. I was going to say, right? I see you, Trini LB. I see you. It's 1,500, not 15,000. We're going to get into it. But I have this thing right here what we're going to talk about. Yeah. I think one of the things that actually have us thinking that way was nobody was telling us that how hard foreign was. Like Five Up was saying. Nobody never come Jamaica and tell us, say, you know, say, when we go back, you know, eviction notice probably depend apartment door, you know. Them I say, nobody never tell, now go tell we say, boy, you know, them are gonna repossess the liquor car when me have, cause me not pay, so me have to hide it in my brethren garage till we get the money together to pay feet, cause the repo man a drive around and look feet right now. Nobody never tell we say, yeah man, me get a credit card, you know, and me max out the credit cards to come to Jamaica, so when me go back, all my credit mash up if me can't pay back the money there and me dig myself deeper in that debt and these kind of things. Nobody wasn't telling us all these things about foreign. Everybody that was coming from foreign was coming back to show off in a sense, right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Your family.
Sometimes I think we do it to our own people. When we leave Jamaica and go foreign, some of the things then where we have to do to make the money where we make, it's so embarrassing and degrading. But we do it anyway, and then we see it with money, and we build up ourselves, and then we go back a yard, go show off.
Here the crazy part.
You know, tell the family members and everybody say we are home healthy and we have to clean shit, vomit, and all kind of things.
Yeah.
And deal with certain people who talk to we like we are slaves. We not tell them that.
But well, I know, Mary, here the crazy part now. The crazy part is, and I say we even build up ourselves. Because just like me just said, them now come tell you about how them can barely pay the rent, eviction notice might catch them, how the little car them have might get repossessed, how the bad credit on the credit card, you know. So
not for the woman they were there in Florida.
I
tell you something, not for the STNAs them, the home health aid them, were there in Florida, them not have them own place. Where them do, them have this thing we call living.
Right.
Where you can live in with the patient and the patient family pay for your boarding. You're there the whole week, every day with the patient.
Yeah, man.
You take care of them and the family, make sure so you have room on board.
Yeah,
and on the weekend, you're free to go do what you want to do and come back. So you don't have to have no apartment because you're living in with the patient.
Right.
And then you can save all of the money where you would have paid for rent and all them things there. You save that, and the only money where you need is for your what you can call it, your phone. Or if you want to send some money down my yard. So you can save your money.
Yeah.
And then them go down my yard, go floss.
Like them a millionaire.
Act like say them a millionaire. And then they tell you, oh, they did that stuff for yourself. To get that the money there.
True. True.
Them not talk about the embarrassment and things where people do to you.
And that set up the mindset. And that set up the mindset now, say foreign must better than yard. I mean, must reach a foreign. And when me reach a foreign, things are go on for me. Like how things go on for Auntie Junie and Uncle Derek. Because everybody will left, them come back.
And then Auntie Junie come now. And you show Auntie Junie the ropes. And Auntie Junie said, no man, we can't deal with this from them people. No man, we can't clean nobody's shit and this and that and that. Me I go walk on my yard.
All right, true talk. Big up. That's Marie's message 411 TV, y'all. So there's an article here that said what leads Jamaicans to believe that opportunities for financial freedom is only found overseas. And here are 5 other things. Shout out to Pure Jamaica Media, which I follow on Instagram. Pure Jamaica Media put this conversation in rotation, and I just brought it over to the platform. One of the things it says, media portrayal, movies, television shows, music videos, they often depict a lifestyle of luxury and abundance, leading many to believe that life overseas equates to financial success. Everybody overseas drive nice car, live in a big house. If you watch all the music videos, nobody is suffering in their music videos. Nobody is barely. Matter of fact, have you all ever noticed that in the entertainment industry, you don't have no entertainer that start out poor anymore? Y'all notice that? No entertainer starts out poor anymore. What happened to entertainers that used to start out from humble beginnings and say, okay, I'm working hard on my first album. I'm kicking rocks right now. Me only have 2 pair of shoes. And them sing about it life rough. And them get a big hit song and then move to a next level. And then you can say, no, you know, sister, the artists, them start out to drive Benz. And them I tell you to, all Benz that you drive, cause a 2025 Benz me, you know, yeah, the AMG that me I deal with, right? And you go look up how much for one of them Benz there with the artist I drive, and you're like, that artist is 21 years old. That Benz is $90,000 US. How you just a start out and no artist no poor again? No, not even Jamaican artists them not poor again. Even Rasta in a even Rasta and name brands. So movies, television shows, and luxury music videos and all that, they depict this life of luxury, and the world got bigger because the internet is now global, so everybody can see. I know, like back in the day when we never have nothing that connected us to foreign, where we can see their everyday life. Think about this, right? Especially for those of us who are grown like this. We never have the Instagram and the Twitter and the TikTok and YouTube and all that. You couldn't see what's happening in foreign. we used to have to write with we mail them and go mail it to post office. And it take 1 week or 2 weeks to reach. And we have to wait the next 1 week or 2 weeks to get an answer back from our cousin or with auntie or with uncle or mommy who overseas. Nowadays, you log on and you can see somebody right now. I'm getting ready to go out to a party tonight, right? And then put the camera out the window. That's what we drive in. You see the big Benz and them show you around the luxurious apartment that they're in our house or whatever. So you see things in a real time now. And now you're starting to compare your own life and you're like, damn, nothing not going for me a Jamaica boy. I can't wait to reach a foreign come. Me and somebody I see them age and look how for them life nice. You know? Them a chuck off in a pool. Me not have nothing to chuck off in. them a wear beer name brands and stuff. Me not have none of that. Beer knockoff from Mr. Chin. Another thing they said is that many Jamaicans receive financial support from family members who are living overseas. And this can create an impression that all immigrants are financially well off, as they often send money back home. Most people not going to give you if them don't have it, right? So them think. So the way how we take care of our people back home, it leads them to believe that there's no way we are suffer. You don't have it good a foreign man, because you can't send that much, come give me, that means that you have some for yourself too. And the part they don't know is that a lot of the times your family here, them send stuff come give you and said to themselves, say, this week I'll send this go give mommy. Me will make it back next week when we get paid. It's not so them have it and them can say, this for you, this for me, this for her, this for she, and all that. I starve them, I starve themselves that week there, or cut out their own gratuity, them own things where them would have liked to treat themselves. Them I say, you know what? Me not gonna do that. Me I go send the money, go give them. Right? Yeah, them and them ramen noodles. And I season the noodles. Me get some scallion to put in my noodles, boil 2 eggs, put with it, and them sitting there. And you there thinking they and foreign eating lobsters and shrimps and steaks when I know so. I know so. So that's the second one, is the remittance that we send back, kind of lead with family for things. The third one is economic opportunities. So compared to Jamaica, the economic opportunities overseas can seem vast. The perception of higher wages and better job prospects, this can lead to the belief that moving overseas guarantees you wealth. Remember I told you all this before? I said, I'm going to drive by one of these high schools and I'm going to show you, like, my kids, the high school that my children them go to, the people them will live here in my part of Florida, so them know what I talk about. Which part my pick them high school there? You see, almost every house around there have one big screened in pool in the back and all kind of sitting like, it's like one of them places where you would see it in the movies when they do like high school movies. Yeah, everybody around there so I do good. And 3, 4, 5 car park up in a 1 yard front. And every yard have car. Everybody drive from them at 15, 16, them have them own car. I drive by one of these high schools, the parking lot, literally hundreds of cars. You drive by one high school in Jamaica, you're not seeing no parking lot with hundreds of cars. And almost every picnic in the drive one car who is of age to drive. That's how it is here. So that perception, seeing that also, right? They're thinking, damn, life got to be better a foreign. That's life have to be better a foreign. Watch a youth who work, like for instance, but tell me, how do you tell your family in Jamaica who work at Burger King, say, a $98 a week you get paid, dog, because you start out minimum wage and it's $98 for 40 hours of work week. How do you tell them, say, a Burger King me work too, you know, in Miami, but a $17.50 an hour me get? And them I say, $17.50 US an hour? And me I get $98 a week. And we work for the same company. You see? That right there as well. The economic opportunities can be very misleading and very blinded. Then there is also access to resources. Some of it can be very true too. Two things can be true and not true at the same time. Access to resources. Having better access to education, healthcare, and job training programs. This can contribute to the level of belief that individuals can improve their financial situations once they arrive over foreign. Well, that is not the Lulu. That is actually true. That is actually true. I'm not delusion that education, healthcare, job training, they're here. They're here. And it really, once you're straight in at the place, it really doesn't require much more than willpower. If I have the willpower, you know, the rest naturally falls into place, you know. And then the success stories. Stories of successful Jamaican immigrants who have achieved significant financial success abroad. These can amplify the belief that anyone who moves will also become successful and wealthy, like the top earning Jamaicans who have come here and made it that far. The answer to that is definitely a misconception. That's definitely a misconception as well. The opportunities are here, but if that was the case and it was so easy, majority of us would have made it to top earner levels long time ago. It's still going to be hard to get there, right? And that's that for that one. Now, the last topic for the morning, moving right along. You see my icon this morning, Mervin the Point Jamaica Curse that I tried calling. Me don't know Mervin because everybody else I call and I get through. The phone is right here. Try call again. Charles Law says, them know generational wealth when name rent and mortgage. Dorothy T says, that's why I love Baby Sham Alicia Keys' Ghetto Story, because it showed the hardship. They even fooling people on social media. You may all borrow for send. Not true? You may all borrow for send. You borrow a little 200. You promise somebody you're going to send 100, come give them. You still have to pay back the 200 where you borrow because you need 100 for sustain yourself and 100 for send, go give them. It's not ringing. See me have the phone here. Let me look on it and see. Now I get nothing. Hold on there. So why did my volume go away? Boy. I have the phone right here. Some people in Jamaica living better than us. Charla, yeah. Here's the thing. Even some of the people in Jamaica who are living better than us, especially those who are living better than us and have never traveled, even them have the mindset that things must be better foreign. And it can cause you to downplay how good you actually have it at home. You know what I'm saying? Look how many of us know with just a find out say, boy, you did have everything at Jamaica, you know. You did have everything at yard, you know. But your mind did turn foreign mind because that's what was expected. You did think all the fancy stuff you see come from foreign. Here we go. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, my general. Blessings.
Manners King, what go on?
Go on, my never what.
Talk to you now.
Hear me thing now. You say we can look on it from another perspective. If somebody get released out of prison, what the first thing they do? Celebrate. So you see the family member who, well, let me back it up the other way. Why Jerome? Anyway, hear me thing now. A family, family decides so them about invest in a one, then pick a winner out of the family, and then sell one cow, and then decide say, yo, SouFLo 5 up, and we are going to invest in her. Because we look at each other, and if we eat the cow, things done. No other opportunity. We are looking at everybody around we who look like we, and we see some other people that have success. But guess what? We now have it. So we are going to invest now, and we are going to sell the cow, and we are going to invest in a Jerome R5 up. And we are going to send them away. Now, we expect them now to do the pull-up, to bring up the other one then. You see? So when them come, one of the things them have to do, then when they send remittance, them have to make sure, so now, at them my investment, so them have to send the other one, them go to school, take care of grandma, and go and put on one room and convert the board house to concrete. So when them come to Jamaica now, them can't look like a failure.
Same.
So them have to flash. Just like a man who escaped from come out of prison and time up. So what them do now is that them rent a car and them carry around family and carry them go to beach and do all of them things. And make sure so well boy family feel good. Same. And then them come back and face the music. So I want some people to look at that aspect of it. And remember say some of the family them they only have one cow. We're gonna left it there, some brother.
All right.
Blessings.
Manners and respect, bro.
Yeah. And before we go, for those who the cow sell for, don't forget your family. And don't forget your community. Blessings.
Manners. Yeah. Long story short, the brother said, don't forget to stop to continue to. I always tell my audience that anyway. You know, don't throw stone behind you and don't forget to take care of your people them. You know, sometimes $5 to you might just be $5 to you, but $5 to them is a whole lot more. You know what I mean? And every little mickle make a muckle. You might think that it can't go, but it will go. With that said, because some people have truly gone on and forgotten their people. And you know, me hear the sad story them all the time. Oh, boy, I want to go back to Jamaica and SouFLo, but I haven't been back in the last 15 years. From me left at one time, I did go back 15 years ago, and I have nowhere to go still, you know, because me and my family not in touch and all of that. And I'm saying to myself, when I hear these stories, damn, I feel sorry for you. Because you have nobody to get in touch with. You don't have nobody will say them will carry you go a river, or them will carry you go around, just to go around and want a cook shop, or like a session I keep later, events I keep, nobody a clap hands say you're reaching at the place. And you know, you're missing out on everything. And it happens when you start to separate yourself from your own people then. Now, I see a couple of comments here. Somebody said, yeah, one of the things them don't like to hear you say you don't have it for send. Can you do a foreign say you must have it, don't? Sometimes that could lead to you cutting off some people. When the one them we don't want to hear you say you don't have it for send. Right? And some people in Jamaica living better than us, Charlotte said. Because Robin said, you know, another thing that they don't want to hear, you say you don't have it to send. Charlotte then said, some of my people never know what it is to pay rent or mortgage in their life. That is many Jamaicans. They live in the family home. That, true. Very true. Things not going good with them. Them in the family home, them don't have no bill that is impeding where they can say, boy, if me not pay this, you know, this week or this month, this is going to happen or that is going to happen. You know, flossing leads to disgrace, Nance said. Let's One TV said, Jaja, real talk, Mervin, and still not tell them the real struggles. Some don't know what work is either. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Hey, Flo, I'm calling to talk the other side of the story where many people don't want to talk. There's a lot of people have high expectations from you when you go to America. So many times you go back. I know some people don't go back to show off, but them expect you to dress certain way, and if you don't dress certain way, they don't talk about it. I remember when I was living in America.
Very true.
And when I went back, my cousin and my auntie them sent me back to Jamaica for holiday. But when them never trim me, them never make me trim. And my face, my ear bush up, and me never look like a trasher boy. And when my mother see me, she said, Lord Jesus. And that's why my mother never sent me back, because I used to go to school here in Fort Lauderdale. And my mother not sent me back because she said they might take care and pick.
She said you're there for and suffer.
Yeah, man, they not take care and pick and all that money, but them are said them are using money, they sport and do everything. And look when they look, they come from America like a JLP did that. Right. And they sent me back.
Yeah.
You just have to see it. So there's a lot of people have high expectations. And even if you're a big person or grown up, you forward at Jamaica, you know, look hot and your year, you know, do. And you them have to, oh, you come to America and he's so greasy and sweaty, so they look cool and nice.
I feel that some, actually, Jerome, I feel that some people don't go back because they have not accomplished to other people's expectations.
Yes.
Because them have a thing in Jamaica with them called broke foreigner, you know. And nobody wants to be a broke foreigner. And they will take it and throw it in your face too. And then we say, look how long you there foreign, about 15, 20 years now. And you still not make nothing of yourself yet. Them sitting there can't hurt, you know. So some people say, boy, instead of me go down there, me just go and live my life over here, so in my corner, and not go face that level of embarrassment there. Cause
yeah, and if you're flying in your car, a vehicle, and if you maybe come from up a country, and you just go sit down if they want to eat, and you're not going to come out the road, you can't stop and shop them and buy 2 youth, guineas and stuff. Them I want them if you are a broke.
Broke foreigner, come down with your 2 long on them. Go long you're there foreigner and nothing and go and fail. No, sir.
But I remember my cousin, you know, back in the days when they used to, the mother used to send barrel, you know, 2-3 times a year. And as the barrel come, they just fuck up a barrel. When them send money, just smoke here and with him virgin them and buy liquor and laugh. And now when him come here and see his mother, them and she do all 2 jobs and lift up heavy people and them things. That's when he realize what America is. And see when they take for the hard earning money for granted. So man, I show up, you want to, you have to one call me make our money forward right away.
So they have somebody they can depend on.
Man, them belly.
Just listen
to money.
True. True, man.
So I believe sometimes, yeah, and the more people they go to Jamaica go show off, and when the more people go to Jamaica where them all go to funeral, and them go to Ross, Burlington, Park to go take out clothes. And it have them have to tape up it under the clothes.
Because them have to go back.
Down. They have put paper on their clothes because they don't want rubber to shoot at them.
Because they have to go back.
Come back and then carry back a Burlington.
True.
So a lot of people get to the show up at Jamaica. If you ever brush against them and make all a button pop off, a war. Because they have to carry back the set.
You're rough out there, bro.
Yeah, man, you're rough out there, man. Enough people really. I hear you said enough, Flo. I know people forward, you know. And I even notice them forward back and see, you know.
Yes. Hey, me know personally. Me personally, no. Me not call no name. You know? Yes, me know somebody who used to have to park their car in a people garage and take public transportation because, you know, when they rip up people, them come for your car, that's it. Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then miss car payment and then hide it until, and you can see rip up people come by the house and look for the car and Them know say them that too. And then we tell us say, see what you fucking know come in, come to look for me car, you know, but my car lock up in a Cindy garage. Yeah.
At the floor. You can't sleep. I remember one time, I think it was Enterprise I went to. And there was a lapse on my payment and I had no clue. So when I reached out to them, they said, no, you have to pay off the router. Else we're going to send it for you. And I said, why? Because you lapsed on the payment. So man, look at every night, I went rain and fall there. Look, if
your car's still out there.
Yeah, look out the door, look out the door.
If your car's still out the door.
Every move, I have to look to see if my truck out the door. So I know what it's not a good feeling when you have to lose the house or you have to lose the vehicle to be. And enough neighbors said, you know, their kids and our kids is like extra friend, and they just get up one day and just live and never tell us. I shame when you get people that are back to the house. You cross. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to make them know that you're losing the house. So remember what this is in America when you're broke.
Yeah, boy. In Jamaica, I say, you see, if you're there, especially if you come from a country, you see, if say you can't pay a JPS, right? And then cut off your light. Nobody not judge you, you know? Not a soul a judge you. Especially if you live a country, ain't nobody judge. Matter of fact, people don't even care. Today, in 2025, them not care. You see, if you live a foreign you see, if you live a foreign and you like that, you're the only dark house on the street. First of all, child services is coming to your house if you have children, because them are going to send no hot water not in there. How are the children showering? XYZ, you know, how are you cooking? La la la. Remember saying, no, you can grill out in your backyard pan coal, you know, and I want to jump, but they don't want to hear none of that, you know. So shame the pan you right away. Your neighbors them must say, boy, your house always dark. Y'all all right over there? But not in Jamaica. Not in Jamaica. Yeah. So you have to keep up appearance of foreign too.
Because I remember, you know, way back years, because I did flight more than 118 and one bar one time and ship it.
Yeah.
And then as me walk me or take out AC and slip it on my bend. So them never see it how. So when me install the AC them in the house, half of the house run off a current and half of the house. Me do an elephant and goes to do, you know? But when the neighbor them know, they say, boy, you're still a boy, and they tell you, they pick up here when you borrow life, you know? It's together. But up here, all the neighbor them we call life company. Yeah. Everybody want to be a hero up here.
You can't thief light up here, brother.
No, sir.
Your neighbors will say, what is that you're doing? Hey, hold on. FPL 911. I don't know why he's out here putting that thing on the wire. A Jamaican FC, I do it and cut their eye past you.
Yeah, sometimes they ask if they can run something off of your teaching current, you know?
Then there's enough dance keep a country, man. You see, man, don't string up like from earlier. There ain't nobody saying nothing. And everybody dressed up and come out as a celebration affair. I like a thief and dance a keep. That can't happen, yourself.
Growing up, maybe it's not illegal because just everybody doing it. It's time, you know, string up
the bridge light somewhere.
The brother on the light wire, and police will come and dance, and nobody ever talk about it.
Police come and they dance, brother, and nobody not say nothing about it. And we never know, but we know now, you know, police get a little thing them going about them business, and that's that. That's that.
Well, I mean, as I say, you know, my last thing is that no care how we grow up and what we have been through, there is no way better than that.
Yeah.
We're going back tonight.
All right, bro. On the flip side of things, though, sometimes you just have to live life, yeah, man. So, I don't know. You know, when you're under constant oppression and depression, it's not really too good for you, you know. So some people say frig the rent and frig the car payment and I'm going to Jamaica and them go Jamaica and ball till them fall. Me deal with the problem when we come back, and the problem always been here. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on?
What's up? This is Yo-Yo.
What, Medea?
So listen, I wanted to just like put a spin on this, right? And my question is, why do we have to limit ourselves in foreign and going on vacation? So a person wanting say he or she showing off. Why do we have to limit ourselves? Is it our fault that's their mentality?
No, see, if you have it, but well, for me, if you have it like that, then do what you must. But we're talking about the majority of our people that didn't have it, and we didn't know they didn't have it until we came around them. And then a lot of us end up carrying on with the same behavior that we learned, because that's their behavior that had us thinking, I can't wait for reach a foreign, because things must be nice. Because, you know, Auntie Junior them send down the barrel them before she reach, and then when she come, everybody get to go here, there, and everywhere, and she always dress up in a name brand, head to toe, and this and that. We don't know say Auntie Junior suffer over foreign. We just think she got it like that, you know, and we don't find, and she not telling us. And then when we come now, it end up being the same thing too. Before we could get our footing and start make good money and stuff, we end up having doing the same thing, and we not telling anybody a yard neither say, yo, foreign me there suffer, you know, you're rough up there, you know. We're telling them, I got you, man. I'm sending a 200 US for you next week here. And I send a barrel come on me, this time me and that. And when you go to Jamaica, you don't want to go down there and look like broke foreigner. So you have to make yourself look good again. But I say you have it like that. It ends up being you are trying to keep up an appearance too. You know?
I got you. Because in reality, most people, they work hard. And some folks, they save their money to go on vacation.
True. Very true.
So a person not supposed to envy and say, oh, she come down 3-4 times a year, whatever, or think
I know that's
automatically a bad mind.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. For those people who work hard, got it like that, and you could flash out 3-4 times a year, do it. We encourage it. We love it. None of them we are talking. We are talking about the ones who help to build a false perception of reality, because they're not telling you the struggle part of the stories. Like, I don't have it like that. Yeah. I don't have it like that. I have high credit card debt. I have a poor credit score now. I can't even buy a free bread because my credit score is 250. You know what I mean? Because I borrow and can't pay off nothing, and it's strangling me over there. But I'm pretending in front of you so life is good. Yeah.
I got you. Basically pretending, then false pretender.
Yes, yes.
I got you. I got you. I got you now, SouFLo. Okay.
All right.
All right then.
All right, family. Manners.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. Kaz Robinson says, you ever get them send barrel before you come? LOL. Me not sending no barrel. I am not putting myself in debt. Sending about 4 barrel before you land, man. I saw big ball a move. Yeah. The caller just said something important. I don't want nobody to think we're talking about people who can afford to do it and they are living like that. You know, there are Jamaicans who have been living here overseas and they are set. They have accomplished things. You know, they end up in high-paying career fields. They have worked in their field for years. Them stack their money. Them own things both here and a yard and other places. We're not talking about them then. You balling out in life and it's looking good for you and you're fresh every time you touch a road and people see you. That's different. You have earned that. We're talking about the one them who really don't have it like that, but are pretending to have it like that to keep up an appearance and then cultivating a false perception of reality in a foreign. So that leads the rest of us, before we even got here, to think that, yes, I saw it gonna be for me to when we reach, you know, not knowing that if them did only be real with you, I say, you know what, you're rough up there, you know. I'm telling no lie, opportunity there still, but a 2 job me I work right now, and right now me I look for a 3rd job because me not reach the high paying level yet. or me I send myself go to school at night time, or me I go school plus me I work, and me I try elevate myself. You know, opportunity there, you know, but me I struggle right now. We fail to say that and say it honestly and loud, right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Yeah, brother.
You know, so that word
hold on, fix up your phone. I don't know what you do with the phone. So like you turn up on your sitting.
Yeah, we know when Harry speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people in America, right? It's not that they are making a lot of money, but they work their ass off, you know what I mean, to pay the bills and achieve whatever it is they achieve. But I know a lot of these people who are afraid to take a vacation because me know want Uncle Jerry wanted to feel like me rich, and me know want cousin Annie down in Jamaica feel like say me have one barrage of money up here. Which way you up here, work your ass off if you survive. And you save your dollar them literally for 1 year period. All right, next year at this time, go and take this vacation. A lot of people scared to do that.
Scared?
Yeah, because of being ridiculed, like, yo, him over there, look at me make him $100 other day, and he couldn't give him, but now in the Bahamas, or now in the Dominican Republic. And we make him $100 last week and he can't give. But you know, say man, when he couldn't get $100 last week, and he have him plans when he want to go to the Dominican Republic. That's why he couldn't give. You know, he used to spend $200 for the month per gross. You don't know that for 3 months, $50 he spend a month.
It's like
you can take the vacation there whenever I take the vacation there.
It's like you earn, but you earn enough to live a decent life for yourself.
Right.
And you know, and them judge you and say, like, you know, you're supposed to spend it on them too or something like that.
Give me 2 minutes, me look into that.
Boy, I know some people will go and resort to
that. Next one. Yeah, man. So, as we said, there are people like that who are afraid to actually go do something for the sake of you. I don't want my family member them feel like say, me a show off or me a crap, but then I know say, you walk over here, you suffer, you work hard, you deserve to go take 1 week break, cut up your foot in one all inclusive and get up and think about no work, no family, no nothing. So when we go on vacation in a foreign country, I don't business about family, I don't business about work, we just step on vacation. You understand? Got people are afraid to do that because they don't want people to think bad about them or, you know, as me say, until when beg me $100 last week, I couldn't spend it. I couldn't send it. But next week, they see me.
And do something for yourself. And malice, you know, I say, watch him now and couldn't send $100. Come give me but intake trip Ghana, Dominican Republic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Know what you have to go through to take that trip to go to Dominican.
Right, and it's like you can't treat yourself because then hold against you. I think so. You are whole stuff against.
Yeah. When me tell my friend, you're going to walk out, boy, you get a response about a boy or a girl.
Where's the Mervyn? They say you sell out. Let's start boss you. Wait, no, where you say 5 up? Where you say you don't respond?
Like that for real. Your bad man, they get rich and switch.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with this every day. Not far, you don't take much to go up on a vacation.
And I'm not even rich. You get rich enough, brother. Like you say.
You sacrifice.
Right. And I'm going to treat yourself now from all the sacrifices you've been making. True. And you know.
I understand, but a lot of people who think about the ridicule, they don't do that.
True.
They don't go give themselves a good time if I have 1 time out a year. Yeah, it's all good to take care of your family. Don't get me wrong. It's all good, but at the same time, you got to take care of you. Because if you can't take care of you, how are you going to take care of them?
Same.
And part of taking care of you is taking a break from everything and everybody.
True.
That's part of taking care of them. You have to take that time out there to see yourself.
Why?
A lot of people don't because of fear of what Uncle Tom and Grandma this and whosoever that I go say.
True. Me not care what nobody I go say now.
If you know they are now work garbage in the main title, if you got take a time to yourself.
That's the message, bro. That is the message.
You know, entitle your work. Verse if you get work more than one job. If you work 2 jobs, you deserve to take a break.
Yeah. That's the message.
Can be a 3-day break, a 1-week break, a 2-week break, whatever works best for you.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself sometime. And treat yourself. I mean buy one name brand shoes and one, because that is to me that not treat yourself, none at all.
Right.
Go somewhere, relax. I could have been simple as Jamaica. You know what? You know what me want to go to Jamaica do right now? Me want to go to Jamaica and even call it dog and tell him something down there.
See.
No one got Jamaica.
Just drop that place and see it.
Who want have me on feet? I care fucking zero. But that's what I want to do.
See it. Do it.
Never get a chance to do that yet.
Boy, do it, brother.
I always go and the grown family and you know that kind of vibe. Even if I don't stay with family, I make family come with me there.
See it. And then
yeah.
True. See it.
You know what I mean? See it. But me want to go down there, nobody don't know, send me down there. If you don't know, but you know, they see me, and they skip me post.
See it. Do it. And it'll feel good when you do it too, you know.
I mean,
it'll feel good when you do it too,
you know what made up for work. You know, sometimes I feel bad, some people are come from Jamaica and they say, my God, don't give a fuck. Me never walk up, don't give a fuck there.
Well,
you know, me feel bad, sometimes I lie, I have to tell people, oh, I've done that before. I did the zebra a lie. More I'm gonna go do it.
Do it, man. Me make it a point to do it now.
Guess what? Foreigner that come from other country, they come here, well, me can work here so and take 1 week so I go back to my country, go enjoy what the tourists them don't get enjoy.
Are you a hard working somebody?
And it's normal. Why me can't get a cousin time my Uncle Jerry in a Bex with me? I can't try to find me with me there. No do that.
Try find you and say, make a thing go on for me now.
Thank you very much. And you know, one time go down the still now. And tell me that I never come, my daughter back and forth then time now. Go down there 1 year and I say, alright, but now I'm going to a village. I'm booking our hotel to blows and skate. You see the bellman at the hotel, I'm a fucking neighbor.
No more incognito.
Yo. So you know that come down.
Yeah.
Big years to me in our place.
Yeah, man, me see man. In the
if you don't pay an hour, you can go take care of yourself, yeah, man. Entire to take a break.
That's true, man.
System show I'm going. That's true.
True. Manners.
Yeah, man. Let's see how we're in our kitchen.
All right, bro.
Manners and respect.
Manners. Yeah, it's true. You know, some people don't. You deprive yourself to please others, and some people are concerned that, why I'm going to take a vacation now, go so and so. Them are going to say, I style because lie me I tell when them did ask me for it and I didn't send it because I was pretending I didn't have it, but obviously I do, because I do things. Sometimes you just have to let go and not care so much what people think. One thing I've learned is this: you can't take care of nobody if you don't take care of yourself first. It is important at some point to have some level of selfishness. I'm not saying to be completely selfish and just think about yourself all the time. This is called constructive selfishness. It's like you need you time. You need me time. You need rejuvenation time. You need time to treat yourself good. You need time to stop and smell the roses, as they say. You know what I mean? You can't just go on. So I have to send 100 over here. So if so and so, I have to send 50 there. So if I go up on vacation, then I can't go because, you know, so and so need this and so need that. The needs are always going to be there, my friend. The needs are always going to be there. Sometimes you just need to just lock off all communication and just go do you. And then when you come back, you turn on back the communication avenues then, and then see what go on from there. So you have to. Mervin said, in boss, you know who me just see. You know who me just see. Yeah, man, 5 up. Then when you know saying there, imagine you try hide and the bellman at the at the hotel you check into in Jamaica. I'm gonna just do a quick Jamaican trip. I don't want nobody knows me there. So you come through airport. I don't want nobody knows me there. Grab your liquor bag and go about your business. And when you reach and go check in at your neighbor. And your neighbor will know your whole family. Long time I don't see him, you know. Yeah, man, I see him today and look good, man. He look like foreign. Agree with him. You hear your family now. You sure say him you see? You sure say him you see? Because he wouldn't come to Jamaica and tell you say him come. Me not think say him you see. Me I tell you say him me see. Me and him talk. Me know him me see. Oh, so that fucker come here and not tell we. Okay. All right. Then start plan for you now, you know. I have something for him. Make him call and ask if you do nothing for him down here. Yo, you have to do one of them there, you know. Tell nobody say you see me, you know. Me never see you, you never see me. You have to do one of them there. Oh man. Bella give us a story in here. Invite a family member to cook up, a family member show up Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch fell with rocks. Brother, I run to tell my family members the foreign is like because I want them to know that it ain't easy over there. You see, when I reach Jamaica, you say anytime you see me in Jamaica, you're gonna see me in either black t-shirt, because I love black. I literally have like 1,000 black t-shirt. I'm looking at this over here, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them there right now. I just love black t-shirts. I buy them in packs and packs. V-neck, round neck, black t-shirt. You're going to see me in some black t-shirt, and if it's too hot, you're going to see me in a tank top or a wife beater, black, and you're going to see me in some shorts and some slippers. That's it. I don't feel the need to dress up and, yo, I want slippers, you know, but them have to be Gucci. Or first of all, I'm not even a brand person. And I've never been. Even if somebody can't afford something, I still don't buy it. Because I have another level of consciousness when it comes to where I spend my money and what brands get to partake in my hard-earned dollars. Me, the person who will buy some $5 slippers and go and push them, I'm going to feel good. And I go everywhere else the people in the $1,000 slippers go. You know what I mean? What you say, Karen? Yeah, I have it, but for myself. Yeah. Joe said that will cause a lot of problem. That will cause a lot of problem. Because you come and you know tell them and them go find out say you did there and them will start feel like say when me do him, make him have way up. I must have him have way up. Neighbor got inform, big problem. Anyway, my last topic for the morning, right, is you know, I want you all to look at my icon that I used for this video this morning. The icon when I used for the video this morning is super important to me because y'all see that you know so politics are going right now. September 3rd is voting time in Jamaica. I can't stress this enough. If you see the picture I used for the icon, this is a real picture of a real road in Jamaica. We're going to get into the story behind that. But if you go to the part of Jamaica that I am from, this is exactly how majority of the road look. Because I live way in the hills and I saw it look, go all the way up there and all the way through them area there. Anybody who come from my area knows say, I saw a place look. And over the years, it's like the road them start breakaway and slide gone down a gully. Me I talk about some serious precipice, you know. That's why the other day when they said the rural bus program with these buses, I said, are we going to wait until one of the bus them go over one of them embankment here, slide down over a precipice full of school picnic in order for us to start taking this seriously, right? Look on the picture good. And if you can't see it now, wait till the video done and then look on the icon I used, the picture I used this morning. So almost 2 months shy of a year since heavy rain from tropical storm Raphael caused a collapse of 80 meters of road in Maglashan in the hills of St. Andrew, West Rural. Concerned residents say that no word nor work is evident on the side of the authorities or their incumbent political representative, Juliet Colbert Flynn, that who run the constituency. That's all, right? Residents on Saturday, November 2nd, last year, they retired to bed with the road intact. However, at daybreak Sunday, when they woke up, they found themselves marooned in their community with that road. That means road broke way, they can't get over to the rest of the country. Them stuck right which part them there. Which also, this road serves as a alternative route from Golden Spring St. Andrew to Junction St. Mary. Whole of the road gone. After the initial shock, the residents on November 4th worked feverishly to carve out footholds into the muddy mountainside for a path, creating the community's only link to adjoining areas. That's a place where car can't go. So during a visit to the area last week Friday, they found that these narrow dirt tracks from the residents that carved out had graduated to a marl-hardened driveway, giving vehicles now and individuals temporary pass. So the people them actually cut out them own road, over time and put on marl on it. So the vehicle them can catch traction in the mud to go through it, because the real road that the government built, that slide were gone. Farmer Ezra Willis, who just 2 months before the road collapsed, Ezra received what he believes were divine instructions to move all his container shop from the precise area where it had stood for years. He said, up till now, nobody, no do nothing up here. Away from the councillor, Richard's Brandon Hill Division, People's National Party. Them come give me a load of mall. Nobody else. I remember, this is not a PNP area. This is a JLP area. Colbert is JLP, and this has been her constituency for a long time, right? Nobody else no do nothing at all, the man say up here, apart from the People's National Party, Brandon Hill Division, come drop off a load of mall up here so them can put it on the mud road for get traction for vehicle to go through. Anything you see done here is manpower do it. Community people come together and put up road all through this so that we can go across there, he said. Now ask whether the National Works Agency or NWA had conducted assessments or promised in the days after the disaster. Willis said, I don't know. I see people come on here all the while. Them take one glance, them stretch some tape, them say them do some survey, and them do some more stuff, and then we don't see them come back again after that. So, if it wasn't for our hands, we couldn't drive over there, he said. Willis said that the community waited until about February of this year. The road gone since November of last year. So the community waited till about February of this year for help to arrive before they decided to take the matters into their own hands. So the community guys, they have truck. So all these stuff that you see here, these stones that you see, they bring them here, and then we the people spread them out. Vans with guys on it, with shovels. We take it up from there, come in, put it on until we come in like that. Whether rain or shine, we can go across it. Now, so even then, Willis said that all is still not well, given that Jamaica is again in the hurricane season, which ends in November of this year, August, September, October, November. So you can say, we mark some of the bad spot them, like where trouble I got there when rain fall. The guys them take up couple van load of mall, but we need some help because look here. Remember, we manpower this and we have to go manpower the mall too. When you can get a backhoe and just take up this for these guys. According to the farmer, the community has been abandoned by their incumbent member of parliament who has held that seat since winning it in 2016 general election and won it again because they voted the same person back into power in 2020 again. Now I've seen this lady out here campaigning, and she's campaigning just like all the others from that team. She's campaigning about Choose Jamaica. And she's campaigning about, we're campaigning on our performance, our job performance, and how much we've done for the community. The man said from this break, she make 2 trips or 1 trip come up here. I don't see she come back at no time at all and say that she's going to do this or she's going to try to do that. Nothing at all. Not even as much as a banana seed when we are work here. The councillor hands are kind of tied. Definitely. She was here. She gave away a load of mall. It's still there. We don't get nothing at all. They don't give away a backhoe. Nothing. No kind of help. Nothing. I want y'all to look on the road, you know. I want y'all to look at the road. You see that road? You see the picture that I used for the icon this morning? I want y'all to look at that road good. It means something to me because that's how the place where I come from in Jamaica look. It means something to me because the place where I come from in Jamaica has been looking like that since me was a picnic. And now that I'm a grown man, even more of it is sliding away into the gully. And we're talking about government road here. Hard, tar off, concrete road. Where a slider going down some steep avalanche gone. So when I hear our Prime Minister talk about infrastructure and they're campaigning on infrastructure and how much they have improved infrastructure, when I say to my audience that the only infrastructure me see I get improved at Jamaica, I see, because we talk about how Jamaica nice and them thing there, and if you go down there, you might not recognize certain places. But notice that these places are places that the highways that regular Jamaicans will come from, say Clarendon, my place of Clarendon. We're talking thousands of people here, thousands of Jamaicans, real people that have their day-to-day life there. They don't go on these highways. Them don't have no business on Highway 2000 and all the other fancy highway them where I go Ochi and carry go Yaso and Deso. That's not the roads that we are so concerned about being fixed. We're concerned about roads being fixed like the one that I used for the icon this morning, because that is the road where grandma have to go to the doctor and that road there we have to drive on. Grandpa gets sick, that road here we have to drive on. We have to carry goods go to market because the farming community, this is the road we drive on so we can go sell with goods to pay with bills. These are the roads we drive on. The children going to and from school, these are the roads we drive on every single day. That the part of Jamaica is not being fixed like our Prime Minister would want us to believe that it is being fixed. And every person that I have spoken to who comes from rural Jamaica, me ask them, so what your area look like now? Them say, boy, it look the same way how it look from me did I grow up, you know? You know, every now and then, like when politics at play, them come put on like a mall and put on like a gravel and tar off the road and thing. But that not done good, because by the time election pass and 2 bad rain fall, the road back to looking like how it did look when I was growing up on it 20, 30 years ago kind of thing. They're not doing anything for Jamaica. So, donkey have a tip. Mervin said, the donkey have a tiptoe. The donkey have a tiptoe, bro. May I laugh at that? I can't imagine the donkey never. Darty T says, so the MP of that area is doing nothing. Do these MPs know why people vote them in? Shaking my head. You know what, Dorothy? While the donkey are tiptoe, these MPs feel like they have power beyond the people because the people them make them feel like that. That's one of the biggest problems about Jamaica. The damn people them make the MP them feel like, yo, we MP that, you know. You ever work somewhere where the big boss is not on site, but they're like, today, oh, corporate's coming. And when you say corporate's coming, you know, everything have to, all the dots have to be, the I's have to dotted, the T's have to be crossed, everything has to be dressed right, dressed prim and proper. I saw the people them go on when after them elect a MP. It's like they elect you and then them elevate you to which part you're better than them. So I be telling Jamaican people, y'all need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. Elect a MP, hold the MP accountable. The crazy thing about this is I know how dirty politics work in Jamaica. If this place was under PNP management or their MP was a PNP, and of course, as you can see, JLP is in power, I could easily say, I can see why it's like that, because they do that too. They starve out certain communities because it's a opposition stronghold, right? But this is a JLP constituency, and she has had this for the last 9+ years, going on 10 years. And I saw it look. It's like from them come in and see the size of the landslide, the neighbor, the people, the residents are talking. One of them says like they're from them coming here and them see the size of the landslide, everybody just lose them head. Them just forget we. Maybe when this hurricane season finish, we don't have no road again up here. In the meantime, the constituents is predicting that the community will not be the only thing to be cut off by a landslide of some kind of days ahead. I think that she's going to lose this election this year because she don't pay the people them up here no attention. And I think this can show you that nobody really business with we, because she's a member of parliament and she should be the first one trying to get we across to and from. I don't think she represents we that well up here, because if you represent we up here, then definitely I shouldn't we do this. I shouldn't we have to put on mall and cut new road through bush and mud. What happened to a road? Not care how much people live back here, because we have property back here. You can't say that this can just get locked off so, because nobody don't live behind here. If it's even 10 we live back here, then them should have do this. We have to take it up on our own head and we have to go get road for ourselves. According to Willis, the hard-working resident of McGlashan are not beggars, and we don't want anything for free, and we're not begging for no extra special treatment. In our farming community here, we don't need nothing more than food, good road, light and water, he said. And actually not even say food. In our farming community here, we don't need nothing more than good road, light and water. And if you neglect all of these things as a member of parliament, because them don't have light more time, them water is a problem, and you see what them road look like. And if you're a member of parliament and you neglect all of these things, then you are not fit for this community. Whether you're a JLP or you are a PNP, that's just me. Because the things that must me see to know. Not because I say, maybe PNP, me I go talk say, she not do nothing. If the PNP they're here as well, we're going to tell the person straight up, so they are not good for us. This place is like nearly a year now that this happened, and nobody not even look on it. Nobody no intend to do nothing about it. Election they're right around the corner. To how them bare face, them round here a campaign and look for votes, and still not even do nothing about it. This is how you know when somebody take you for idiot, right? Because imagine, you know, election a come, them not even say make we fix it up because election a come. then we can go campaign around there and say, you know, we fix the road, you know, so you can vote for we again. Them a campaign around here for votes when the road tear gone same way, and them know so them not even fought upon it from it happen. Imagine the audacity of that. So, to my Jamaican people, them, you better know one who vote for you now. Because I don't want to hear the bawling. And Lord God and call them do it. Because we see what you know do to yourself. Now, the news media house said that they trekked through the community, also revealed extremely low-hanging electrical wires, dangerously close to the trees in sections of the community. One of the residents said, you think a little phone about it, and nothing not done. An elder farmer, Mr. Stanford Jackson, complained while making his way homeward. All the electrical wire them were down round there. Live wire them, you know. According to Jackson, the wires had been dislodged from Hurricane Beryl in July of last year. He said that individuals come to the community again, took photographs again, but then they never came back and nothing was done. A visually impaired man was seen seated with other residents a few feet away from one of these nearly downed power lines. Said, when asked about the dangers posed by these wires to individuals, he said, well, me blind, you know, so me can't see it. And if you think a joke me I make, right? Watch the man put the man, watch the man put right there so I him that, and look how close his walking stick is to the electrical wires. That's him. That's the blind man trying to make it through his community. These are live electric wires. That's how low they hang. I see some of the people them from up there, so dressed up in a green. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, my brother.
Morning, family. I'm good to know how you.
Not too bad. But I overhear the thing. My audience, a real truth in my talk. Because when everything was okay with me, and we went down, because as Matella said, we lose something down here. When we go in at the house for the first time, I'm going back for after 11 years. When I was watching you before, I used to hear you talk about it. When I tell you I turn off on the road, you see the only good part when you're going up. You see when you reach right before you what they call that, something another stone, just a little before you reach the police station, go all the way back, that split road. The only place that waiting here, man, this is in 2023. They mall off the part where you know you can look over the estate, the one man that run the whole lot that go all the way up. I think it's they do rum over there too.
Appleton?
Appleton.
Over
Got the
Appleton
back
estate?
skirt of Appleton. Yes.
Okay.
They mall off right there. So you say anything past that going down because we turn off a craft sale. You know craft sale. And
Yes.
you go all the way up to the Blue Town and go up. From the market part come down, you have a little good strip. And people, I'm telling you, the road is bad. The road is so bad to the point where the cab them, anytime daylight drop, you can't get nothing go up there. The only person that's really go up there is who like they dedicated certain way and them know the people them, you know, so them don't want left them stranded. But anything after that, I can vouch and said, yes, you are right. It's terrible.
You know, what's crazy is I'm seeing this, right? But I'm seeing the election, I'm watching the election and I'm watching the people gather up in green again. While complaining, you know, while complaining that they can't cross, they're getting cut off from the world. The mafia go through bush and they're in green again. So I have to talk about like the mindset of the people then.
Because one of the MP, he don't live far, because she showed me where he lived. So I was already documenting in my head the distance. So now I understand why. But he really not doing anything. And then you know that part when you drive up a little before you reach Crosshill, they said the other side is PNP stronghold. Right. But both of them not doing anything. Because to be honest with you, when I'm hearing you talking, me used to say, maybe because you don't want to lose that former memory lane, it kind of it rough, but at the same token, you didn't like it, because it teaches a certain thing. I was thinking that until I go down there, I'm going Clarendon. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Even the precipice where you talk about, it's a good distance. It is even more slimmer because more bamboo come over before you cross that little. You see where that bend is, where the bridge is at, and you have to stop at a certain point for the truck come around.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's worse than what you think before. Because I don't know if you go around the back skirt the last time you're there and go in. I don't know if you did that, but I'm talking from down at Linstead side when you make that left turn to catch to go up in where you from.
West side get worse?
It get worse.
Yeah, but all of the place. Listen, I'm talking about all of the places have gotten worse.
I know, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying to you that I used to hear you talk about your area,
right? And
when I go down there and drive myself, I'm like, oh my God! I had to stop and I had to ask her, and I said, "It's right here." So was talking,
Yeah, in a lot of these places, brother, if you drive nighttime, you see, say for instance, if you haven't been there in a while, you come from far now, you say, "Me I go rent a car and drive around." If you make one wrong turn in the wrong direction, you see?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's God go with you.
That's it.
Exactly. And no light up in them place here neither. It's pitch black. And
the guy tell me, listen, for the first time, the guy tell me, one of her family member, he said to me, when you're driving, he said, anything at all happen to your wheel, just make sure you take your time, rim it, and come home.
I've been trying to explain to people, but I don't think my words can explain to people. I don't know. I think a lot of people think I come from like this, and I do come from a nice part of Jamaica, but the road to get
nice up there.
Right, it is. But the road to get there and traverse in that area, man, listen, you can easily lose your life. Now, hear what? My uncle used to run bus, right? And this is the reason why my uncle actually stopped the bus thing and moved to England before now he lives in the US. My uncle was traumatized. A bus full of people went over one of them precipices that pan for the uncle bus. So
and that's the truth.
And this is why I'm worried about the bus them with the children them now.
Yes.
And this rural bus system something. I wonder if them politicians here really are gonna put them bus here upon them road here without putting safety measures in place. Because I've seen it happen before.
Missing the bus stop them. And I asked her, I said, bus run up here, sir? She said, yeah, bus used to run up here, so but I'm like, are you serious? Why? Not even the highest bus they want to drive up there.
Our roads are serious.
You have to pay extra if you have a truck coming up with a load or something or whatever you want to. And I'm telling you, since 2023, I see some nice house building up, coming up, going up in the area. But they let you know they have to pay extra just to show you how the road is.
All right. Because nobody want to take the risk to go up.
No.
There's a lot of risk going up there, especially if you draw a load go up there. It's a lot of risk.
Brother, I see what you're talking about. And I can vouch for it.
I'm just disheartened that I see so many people in green, and this is something I've seen for the last 9-10 years. And
but I'm going to ask this question.
It's not going to change.
Who is Minister of Infrastructure and Technology?
Who is? Regardless of who is, for me, who is the delegator, who is their boss. So it sits at the top for me. And at the top, you have the prime minister. Now, if you hire, the prime minister's job is to put people in positions to be able to accomplish things and make him look good.
Yes.
Right. So if I put you in a position and you're not doing your job to make me look good, nobody should be coming and saying, look on them picture here. Watch the blind man and watch the wire them way down. You know how long this a piece of road slide we gone, the people them cut through bush enough to reach where them a go. And over a year and change now, you know. No, if that's what your job results are, then my duty is to fire you and put somebody else in that place where they can perform effectively and make me as prime minister look good. So it all comes back to him.
But he's saying, oh, the road this and that, and honestly, listen, I met her when her daughter was 2, and she was living down there while she was going to school. So just imagine, and you in your 40s, and for me who just going there, you know,
that's
I'm
saying
from like,
me little.
Yo,
and it's just getting worse. So it's not getting better. And I know,
but he keeps changing them up.
They're gonna have this thing where they're gonna say, this is Jamaica's problem, right? They're gonna say, well, it did stay so under PNP too. Okay, well, if we keep on doing that, nothing is ever gonna get fixed or get better. We've given you a decade to do something to show us that you're different then, and you haven't, right?
And I heard you touch another situation. Yes, Alcan is getting worse because you can literally smell it in the air now. The acid
and the red
that's
dust is
been
everywhere.
flowing. Yeah.
Yep. And the red dust is
it's
everywhere.
really getting worse.
And I adapt them one though to some more other places in Jamaica.
I'm a brother. I don't think they really recognize when we lost the banana field, when we lost the coconut field. That's when I really see things getting serious. And then in the last moment when we lost flour mill, you might not recognize. Flour mill is when you come from Airport Road. I'm always giving you the instruction. When you make that left turn, past Harbour View, come out, you see that little tall brick-like thing, like it look like a nuclear place up on the hill. That's up flour mill, and you pass cement company before you reach flour mill. And that's in east. So you know, I'm just saying the infrastructure part of it, the minister for that really is Mr. Tufton, and he is really for that. But guess what happened? More money swinging in the medical sector, where he can hide, polish, and make it seems like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like over here, they send them to areas where they're getting money, but they're not stretching it the right way. Right. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's pants pocket getting bigger. It reached down at the knee, and I guess the whole of Jamaica pants pocket is shrinking.
Yeah.
Jamaica wear more tight pants than anything.
Because them a thief out the whole of the money and spend it on themselves. I could put it in layman's Jamaican term. And that's what's happening. Them a thief out the whole of the money, spend it on themselves. And the people them see them, and the people them worship them. Oh, your BMW nice, and the house get bigger. And and it's Jamaica people money they're thieving, you know. It's Jamaica people money they're thieving, the money that they're supposed to use to fix these places. And they've been doing it forever. And there is nothing in place to get them to stop and to get them to actually use the money for what the money is supposed to be used for.
The other thing I'm going to touch before I run, I think behind or in front of it, I don't know how it's set up, the rum estate, couple of the rivers that you used to go to, it ain't there no more. They cut it off. I don't know how they did it, but they cut it off because they were trying to show me where they used to go and bathe and stuff like that. You have one that you go down a deep way name there. That was out. No more water running there. We went to like 3. We have to go over someplace where our sister, her mother, you know, people is. That's where we had to go for river. They cut off that water, the river water. Like 3 of them. I really don't know them like that because I wanted to go back. But as you can see, I never get the chance to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, that's how they're doing it. And then when you go in the middle part, it's a lot of houses about to build up. There's a lot of houses scheme about to build up. So maybe that's why they cut off the water system and, you know, going to divert it in those places when they finish their infrastructure. Well, anyway, thanks for listening here, my brother.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect. See? All right.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna end this video right here. But before I go, I see they haven't retrofitted the buses yet, and school starts Monday. And Vaz just did a video where he said all the buses will be retrofitted before school start, and 100 and I think a 101 bus or something like that, 110, whatever. 100, all the buses will be retrofitted and be ready. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they're out here with their false promises, man, and them lies again, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I would invite anybody to my part of Jamaica to see, because you have to see for yourself. We laugh and we look at the lush beauty of where we're from, but we know how dangerous it is. And we alone can cross it. Nobody can cross it. You can't come which part me, SouFLo, come from at nighttime. If you drive up there so at nighttime, which part me come from, you must drive 2 miles per hour in and out. Because anything other than that, take it like a regular road, you didn't make it out of there. You're over there, the precipice, and we have to come find you the next day. And they're about to vote the same people back for more power in the same place again. I don't know what else to say. We're going to leave this one right here. So for right now, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. For my dancehall fanatics, I am now about to go post the pen and paper review of the last 3 tracks from the Malidon versus Chronic Law saga that's going on in dancehall. And as I am doing that, I just saw that Chronic Law just answered back. So that will be the 4th one, which will be done on a separate video, probably by the end of today, since the song is out already. Enjoy, and I will see you later. I don't know if tomorrow. I will let you know in the morning if we're going live or not, or I'll take the day off to recuperate and put some other stuff together and so on and so forth, right? Or like Jerome said, I might just go live for an hour, chat up some things, and then we're out of here. Walk good. Be good. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. It's best to be good, right? If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.